Well, hey there, folks.
What's going on?
What's good, everybody? Just like to say welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, either and neither, as well as the all the lovers, all the haters, and all the people that call themselves players. You know what I'm saying?
We see you out there.
And the people that don't give a fuck and whatnot, all that.
We know you're watching. It's okay.
Yep. Yeah, I came up with that myself. That wasn't from anything.
I liked it. I like either or neither. That was
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, where's I'm used to like boys, girls, and envies or like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like
See
that. But
that?
that was
Bam.
slick. I liked your
That one's
I
mine.
liked your move there. Yeah,
Half of
it was
that was
nice.
not Limp Bizkit, I assure you.
Did
Yep.
all for the come on.
Yeah, I do it all for the streamy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into some
You take
news.
that cookie and stick it up your yeah.
Stick it up. Yeah. I've always fucking thought that it sounded like he was saying ear, just like straight up. Stick it up, yo, ear. It's like what? why are you sticking cookies up
Oh
your
man.
ear, Fred? That's not right.
Fred Durst, what a character.
Yeah, he
What
really
a
is.
guy. That's a whole thing. I like his cowboy arc. That's
Yeah, that
been
shit's funny. I
like
like the fucking grandpa gangster shit he's doing now. That's pretty good.
yeah,
Oh wait, you weren't
it's
thinking of
fun stuff.
Everlast, were you?
No. No, God,
Okay.
no. I know I know my 90s butt rock bands.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's see. What do we got going on around these parts here? I do declare.
Run it up, dude.
All right, we got
Oh,
some real
dude, this is
important news from the WMUR. Let's go, America. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out.
As the United States celebrates its 250th birthday,
Nothing happens. That's what happens.
a popular drink brand. As the United States celebrates its 250th birthday, a popular drink brand is
Damn.
getting in on the fun. Today, Coca-Cola unveiled its collectible America 250 cans with unique mini can designs for all 50 states. And New Hampshire's American features a hiker, which the company says is a tribute to the state's
American.
landscape, hiking trails. And
Oh
Wait,
my god.
what is she
Wait,
doing?
hold on. Kelly Ayoutte's shilling
What
for
is she
Coke right now?
fucking doing, dude?
Wait, I didn't
Is
even
she
I
having her
didn't watch
Christy
this.
Nome moment? Like, what's going
Dude,
on
what?
here?
I
That's
I swear to God, I did not expect to see her
crazy
in this.
work,
That's
fam.
wild.
That's
What?
crazy work, fam.
Dude, no. Is this AI? Come on. There's no way that was
What?
her this whole time?
Coca-Cola unveiled its collectible America 250 cans with
Does Coca-Cola even have a plant in
You're
New
the
Hampshire?
fucking governor.
That's like
What the fuck is she doing?
she's unveiling
What the
the
fuck?
American. All right?
I,
This place is a fucking joke.
dude, we're so stupid, dude.
This is-
We're so
oh
fucking
no.
dumb. I can't
Yeah.
I don't I I'm having a hard time with this right now. Like this is live reaction, live scav reaction right now. Like this is crazy. Like I don't
we
I don't know
got
what to
with
do with
unique
this.
mini can designs for all 50
but
states.
there's mini
And New
cans.
Hampshire's American features a hiker,
It's an
which the company
American,
says is a
not an
tribute to
American.
the state's landscape, hiking trails, and love for the outdoors. The can was presented to Governor Kelly Ayotte at an event in Londonderry.
Very nice.
You couldn't put a fucking Sig Sauer gun on it. Can't you put the Sig Sauer gun that has the fucked up safety that cops keep shooting themselves in the legs with on it?
I know, right?
Can
The
we
fuck?
get that instead of the hiker? Please? What the dude,
Oh
this
my
is
god.
we're so dumb. We're so stupid, dude. I
What
don't
is happening? What is even happening right
What
now?
is she? She's just like, I gotta have my Vanna White moment. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's so brain dead. That's so idiotic. Like, we.
Listen,
I
don't
don't
be
know.
so
I was
negative. It's
just like,
American.
dude, Coca-Cola is BDS right now. What are we fucking doing? Like, I'm lost. I'm just so lost.
Yeah.
This is bricking me, dude.
This is the first one right away. And I didn't even
Just
watch
right
that.
out the
I
gate,
didn't watch
just
that
okay,
30
Carter's
second
toast,
clip.
his brain fried. It's over. Like, we didn't pre-watch. This is, you guys are getting the real moment right here. This is it. This is it's going down, dude.
Shut it down. Show's over. We're going home, folks. We're fucking out.
Fuck me.
Oh my god. Whew. Oh man. Let's see what else is
I
going
guess
on in New Hampshire.
One for the fucking record books, dude. Jesus. No, come on, dude. This is also stupid.
Yeah. There's a lot of dumb to go around, it seems. So apparently, new poll tries to rebrand Sununu on LGBTQ plus and abortion. Wow. Let's see how that works out for him, folks.
That's again crazy work, considering his party is legitimately like, hey, let's repeal Roe versus Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's completely dehumanize and create directives that make it illegal to be transgender. Like, they're using the full fucking acronym there. So LGBTQ plus. That means so.
Like, oh yeah, they're totally down for protecting
trans stand up
people.
for trans people now. That's what I'm understanding from this fucking shit.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
All right, brother,
for sure.
Put your money where your fucking mouth is. Prove it.
Well, this is apparently from a poll, so. Also, this is actually not that new, but you know, just happened to find it on the page, but it's still kind of relevant because
like,
he's
so
running.
I mean,
so
well, but
this is good to know.
Okay, so if we're reacting to something old though, then how's that fucking working out for you, guy?
Right, like I haven't seen any signs.
Over 6 months.
Where's your ad saying like, I support the LGBT plus Q plus community?
You're really drumming it up. Woo. You know what I mean? Because there's so many fucking trans people that are like gonna go vote for a Republican right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. They're not a significant enough population to be to do anything in election, yet they're a significant enough population to make legislation about. I see. That's how that works, right?
I'm sorry, dude. A greater portion, like a greater percentage of trans people will be voting blue than black people, and that's nuts. That's like that's like a more reliable voter demographic for like Democrats than black,
historically
the black vote, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
we know
I don't understand.
Well, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner is going to vote for Trump, so there's that. They got one on their side at least.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's like, you know.
Dude, black conservatives are real people. I gotta be real about it. There's like it's not like that's a 0% constituency.
Yeah, no, for sure.
There's,
I mean,
they're very like, what was the Herman Cain? Was that who? The black guy that ran for president as a Republican. It's hard. I think he's got more brainworms than RFK at this point, but I don't know, dude. We're getting into just like idiot territory.
Idiocracy has been said a million times. It's like trying to drive through like you know the backwoods in a small town when there's fog out and trying to like your best not to be like, it's just like Silent Hill. It's just like Silent Hill. It's just like Silent Hill over here. You know, it's like, yes, it's been said a million times before. Like,
Because
fuck.
we fucking know. No, but I mean, like, look, reading this really quick, it's like, when national Republicans tried to outlaw gay marriage, John Sununu voted against them. Okay, what, like, that is, that's like him leaning into the, like the libertarian conservative that's not gone full fascist yet.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Um, it's like, because that's like a pretty like realistically, like if you're depending on where you fall, and I think the concept of a true libertarian is non-existent, right? Like that's like
Yeah.
that's a unicorn and a Pegasus put together. You're never gonna find it, because they can't even decide what that is. Everybody's got a different fucking definition of the term. But it's like in a like, if you were to put libertarianism on like a left to right spectrum, and again, like, I'm not saying this to like give any credence to the political compass, because it's horseshit, but um yeah, they a centrist to left-leaning libertarian would say, well, you have a right to do whatever you want with your body. Like, if you want to fucking cut your dick off and throw it in the woods, that's your choice, and I
Right.
support you in it, even if I think it's stupid, you know. So, and I'm not even saying that like you would do that as a trans person. I'm just saying, if you're like a
Yeah, no,
straight
don't,
white
please
guy
don't
and you're
get that
fucking
impression.
insane and like cooked out on like
Yeah.
crazy designer drugs,
Yeah,
and
like
you're
if you
like,
want to go
yo, I'm
snort a
gonna do
bunch
it,
of
bro,
bath salts
I'm
and
gonna lop it
fucking
off
tweak
and
out and do whatever the
have,
hell, as
yeah,
long as you're not doing anything to
I'm
anyone
gonna
else,
hire
like,
somebody
who
on
cares?
Craigslist to come and eat it in front of me, like,
Yeah. Like, yeah, both consenting parties, they signed a contract, It's, they love their contracts, though, dude.
yeah. Man, people, I really hope people realize they need to come watch me here if they want to get like the really unhinged, inappropriate takes, because like I'm
Yes.
showing a completely different side of my personality on this show than I show on like locally sourced. I'm
Yeah.
always like so
Hell
like
yeah.
buttoned up and like, no, we're gonna be really
I don't know,
procedure
man. That
focused.
last
And
one,
we're gonna
though,
go over
people
the
seem to
the
think it's pretty
nuances.
spicy.
Oh, well, are you talking about the bit, or are you talking about the interviews? Because the last interview was like
Oh no,
very
the interviews
cordial and
are all
respectful, and
super, like, yes, very very suit and tie affair for sure.
yeah. I mean, it's how I try to roll for the most
Yeah,
part. We get a little out there
have a
sometimes with
little
the
fun
interviews. It kind of depends
sometimes.
on the guest, right? Like
Yeah.
it all depends on who we're talking with that day. I definitely, I'll drop an F bomb or two on that show. I don't give a shit. But again, it's more that's all the stuff I do over there is a lot more like very specifically like political education and like
Yeah.
uh focused, and like helping people go further out into the weeds and make sense of complicated stuff. So this is we're doing React content here.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
we're down in the mud. So come roll
Yeah.
around in it with us, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll get a different flavor of my personality.
Yeah, and maybe you'll see a
making
story or two
making
you
dick and
didn't hear
fart
of
jokes.
before, and then you'll go and actually check that out deeper, and we have the time to and whatnot. So there's always
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But this is weird shit, and
I don't like
like
this
I
tick over
think
here.
it's sort of it's really performative. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I can't, I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of weird tangential connection to toxic masculinity within this straight cis white men, but that's, maybe I'm reaching at threads to do that, and I haven't fully congealed the thought yet.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Let's see. So here's the interesting bits in here. Yeah, these portrayals collide with Sununu's documented record. As Seacoast Online put it, as far back as 2002, Sununu's voting record was plainly anti-abortion. In a 1996 interview with Concord Monitor, Sununu said plainly, "I oppose abortion," describing exceptions only for rape, incest, and when the health of the mother is in danger, and described himself as pro-life in another. In the National Telegraph, October 2002, he reiterated that he opposed legal abortion except in cases of rape, incest, or when the life of the mother is in danger, which is also like,
I don't support abortion except in the instances where I support abortion.
yeah,
That's what that
exactly.
means.
That totally makes sense. Like, how about we let
Right. Good. Cool.
women and
Smart.
doctors, like,
Sweet.
perhaps decide their own health care for them instead of
And
making this
going
a
back to
legislation
the
thing.
libertarian argument, that's a weird double standard right there, because it's like, well,
Yeah,
I support your bodily autonomy to like be gay or bi or trans, but I don't support your bodily autonomy when it comes to making a decision about whether or not you could avoid a pregnancy that would lead to a miserable rest of your life, and then a miserable beginning to potentially entirety of the life of your child.
right. And also, like, a lot of people that oppose abortion are doing so for their own religious reasons, they like to say. But so how does that
Right.
work out at the same time? It's like, I don't believe in that because it's
Well,
murder, except in these cases, it's not murder because this guy is saying so.
you're
It's
right.
like,
Well, and
what?
then pro tip, like I look, I don't have a uterus, so it's really tough for me to project this. But I would be willing to bet that a significant portion of the time,
Oh my
like
God.
maybe like over 50% of the time, I'm guessing that when a woman decides she doesn't want to have an abortion, or she doesn't want to have a child and chooses to have an abortion, there's probably a huge part of it that is, I am not ready
Right.
to provide a healthy, happy life for a child.
Yeah.
If I choose, if I were to go through with this pregnancy, the ability for me to give a fulfilling life to this youngster is virtually non-existent. I'm not in a place in my life where I can provide the necessary support. I have a bunch of other things going on. I'm like in high school or college, or like I'm just starting my career, or like there's like a whole variety of different reasons. You know what I mean? Like I'm not making enough money. I'm living, in a studio apartment. Like, dude,
Yeah.
there's a lot of reasons why. Like, I think a woman would be like, because I also don't think most women are like, I want to have an abortion just because it's fun.
Yeah. Just like,
Like,
I'm gonna use abortion
that's
as
not
birth
fun.
control. That's something I've literally like seen memes of, and it's
Yeah,
like, you people
yeah,
are fucking
yeah. That's
insane.
not.
That's not a fuck like,
And I mean, like, look, like, I'm not saying that there isn't like there isn't somebody out there that would do that, because like I never put it past people to do just the most
right, yeah.
fucking
Some people are
insane
insane,
nonsense on the
but they aren't the
face of the
majority.
planet. But like, yeah, exactly, to say that that's like everybody is
Yeah.
is just as insane as the one person that does do it for the worst case scenario that you're imagining in your head. To take that worst case scenario and apply it across the board is like, that's like cow brain shit. Like, you're not you and actually I would say that probably cows are smarter than that.
Yeah. I would
Excuse
say
me.
I would say so too. This right here is kind of wild. During his time in the U.S. Senate, Sununu voted to pass the Partial Birth Abortion Ban Act in 2003, which is what the fuck? Like, do you remember when all this shit was going on? When people are like, they're doing abortions up to like fucking 9 months and stuff, and that was just like a straight up lie, and no one was calling that out.
I don't I don't know,
That
man. I
was
was
just that
14
was
when
just
that
insane.
shit
It's like it
happened.
got
Like,
well.
I was
I think it was later than 2003 as well. Like, not like, well, obviously that was
well, I
specific
mean,
thing was, but like
that's
it's
been
like a
an
cycle.
ongoing conversation.
Yeah, it's like
They
a
I
news
mean,
cycle
they
thing.
like,
That,
I
like
mean, within the
whenever
past,
elections
like,
come up.
3 yeah, I mean, within the past 3 or 4 years, people have been talking about post-birth abortions.
Yeah, it's like
It was
that
like,
same kind of
"Oh, you
fucking
mean
thing.
murder?" That's what you're saying is, like, the child has been born and then you're aborting it, AKA
Like, yeah,
murdering
like that
children.
is already a charge. I'm sorry, we can't invent
What?
new things.
Like, I don't there that's not a thing. There are children that are born that then die very shortly afterwards. Like, SIDS is a very real, terrifying thing that most, like, if you
Hmm.
are a new parent, there is no way that you don't spend a huge portion of your time being very, very stressed out about SIDS.
Yeah.
It's just true. That's real ass shit. Or children that are born that have like a serious, like, serious condition that causes them to not live past the first handful of hours that they're born. And that's like fucking sad, dude. That's really fucking sad.
Yeah.
And to be suggesting that like like there's like doctors and mothers are murdering kids over like what's really just like a really fucking tragic, like just incredibly unfortunate reality that a lot of people have to live through, and then to politicize that, and like I just think it's disgusting. I don't really have a lot of other things to say on it. It's just like it's like abhorrent. You need to basically shut the fuck up and go in a hole and don't come out or talk to anybody for the rest of your life. Don't say shit like that about people.
Yeah.
You don't deserve anybody's respect.
Yep. I'd say that pretty much covers that there. Oh. Well, he was also opposed to like Roe versus Wade. It said in there that was back in an interview in 2002. In 2003, voted
So
against.
how are you pro fucking abortion if you're against Roe versus Wade?
Yeah, he's not. He's just
Explain
lying.
that shit to me, dude. It again, not like
unless
it
he
matters
changed his
because they
mind
fucking
since
repealed
then.
it, which is the worst shit in the world. Like
he could have theoretically
like
changed his
the only thing we
mind,
can do is,
but he hasn't said that.
I guess,
haven't heard anything.
Wouldn't that
Have
make
you?
Wouldn't that make him a lib then?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is I don't know. The Sununu family is super weird because they try to like have a foot in both rooms about like being like really not pro Trump but not like never Trump at the same.
For sure. They're trying
There's
to do.
a lot of
They're really
conservatives that
trying
are
to
just
do
like, you guys are
like
assholes.
the centrist thing. Like when it comes to national politics, they're just like, we don't want to talk about that whatsoever. Like, I just want to talk about, I know what is best for New Hampshire. I know New Hampshire, and what I'm gonna do is best for New Hampshire. And New Hampshire, it's like, all right, dude. But like, what are you gonna do for
help me
people? Not like
understand
the
the
whole
difference
state.
between a
Like, what do you
Shaheen and a
mean?
Sununu. You know what I mean? Like what's the actual difference between a Shaheen and a Sununu at that point? It's like you guys are all just
the
centrist
same
assholes.
Yeah, just all the same like so-called centrist shit. When it's just like it's pro corporation, it's pro like fucking making themselves money, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're just wearing a different color. That's all.
Yep. Here's an interesting thing over here. What is that? Maggie Hassan alleges top New Hampshire Trump ally ran a kickback scheme at DHS. And it's not just her; it's a couple people that are saying that. In fact,
well, they're gonna put her name on it though because Corey's a New Hampshire guy. You know, like
exactly. So, New Hampshire's own Corey Lewandowski ran Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. In 2025, he became the unofficial number 2 at the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, reportedly signing off on every federal contract worth more than $100,000. So, all the federal contracts had to run through him. All right. Now, U.S. Senator Maggie Hassan is seeking an investigation alleging he demanded kickbacks from companies in exchange for protecting their federal contracts. Hassan says Lewandowski allegedly demanded personal payments from companies in exchange for protecting their federal contracts. When a major private prison contractor, refused, he reportedly cut off its business. Hassan has now opened an investigation. So yeah.
Wait, hold on. Run that back. I want to go back to that tile for a fucking second here.
Yep.
So this is it demanded personal payments from companies in exchange for protecting their federal contracts. When one of them didn't, he cut off its business. Like, so wait, I guess I'm just like sort of confused here. Like, does that mean we're defending the private prisons?
Like, I mean, I guess on this, the private prison did the did the did the right thing. Is that can't
I'm
be
sorry.
possible though? No, this
This
is
just sounds like
this.
an everybody sucks here kind of
Yeah,
situation. You know what I mean? It's
like
like,
it's a private prison. It by its very nature shouldn't exist. But they also refused
right,
to
like I
bribe
don't want
somebody in
Corey
order to
Lewandowski
get
to
their
have any extra
kickbacks.
money.
Yeah,
I really like, but at the same time, him fucking over a private prison is kind of funny.
yeah.
You know
It's
what
like, hold on.
I
No, yeah, everyone sucks here. What the fuck is going? This is ridiculous.
Corey's like, no, you guys aren't being dicks enough, so fuck you.
Like, dude, you want that money, you gotta pay me money first. Come on, guy. Give me a little bit of that fucking cheddar.
Assholes competing with other assholes on
Yeah,
who can be the biggest asshole. That's so funny, dude. That's so great. And then you've
pretty
got the
much.
third asshole that comes in and is like, I'm gonna attack all the assholes and try and show that I'm not the asshole, even though I'm number 3 in line underneath John Fetterman and Gene Shaheen in voting in line with Trump policy.
Exactly.
We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna get it done.
Yeah, we're gonna get her done.
What
Tell
is
you what,
this?
brother. Oh
Okay.
God. Yeah, no, it
That's a
seems
little
legit.
cooked, but yeah.
But here's a little bit more on that from this from NBC a couple months ago. I believe this is the same topic.
Tonight, Corey Lewandowski facing allegations he solicited payment in exchange for securing contracts at DHS, according to multiple industry sources and government officials. In one incident, Lewandowski, a longtime Trump ally and powerful aide to outgoing DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, told the CEO of Geo.
Powerful aide. Yeah, she
I
was.
mean,
They were. Yeah, he was aiding her all right.
yeah, with a lot of power.
A lot of
In
power.
a very
Yeah.
specifically outfitted bedroom on an airplane.
Yeah, the Austin Powers like the shag fucking pad, dude.
While her husband was putting on giant fake titties and
Yes.
having weird video calls with.
I don't know. I think it was more than just titties. I think it was like a whole skin suit. That's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
I mean, like, but dude, the
don't.
the fucking boobs on that guy were something else.
Yeah,
Let me tell
dude.
you, like,
Yep, dude. Even though they were facing like that, you remember like one of them was like fucking crooked by like a mile. It was kind of crazy.
yeah, dude was
was a
doing
little
his
wild.
absolute best to emulate like a fucking anime character. Like it was
Right.
like the problem is he's too fat to look like a One Piece chick. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's those.
More like that dude. That's more like
you
an
know.
8-piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With a biscuit.
Yeah.
Group, the nation's largest donor of immigrant detention centers. He wanted to be paid for securing new contracts for the company. Two industry sources told NBC News. Geo Group refused. And a major
Dude, I just love like all the ads that are coming out, like are look like they're AI ripoffs of fucking like Marlboro ads. I just gotta say, like the literal from the fucking White House. It's got like the same font and like it's like a cowboy in the background's like the Grand Canyon or some shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
like
knocking
I'm
off the
I'm
aesthetic.
literally just like looking at a Marlboro ad right now. It's just like America. I'm like did you guys even change anything, or is this just like a poster that you like somebody found somewhere?
Well,
But that's just what this reminded me
good
of.
at being original, right? Like they're not.
No.
They're new content. Like
No.
conservatives are very very bad at. They're about as they're about as capable of coming up with original content as AI is, which is to
Yeah.
say not at all, because it can only reference what it's been fed. It doesn't have any fresh, interesting thoughts. What comes to mind is that the new Daily Wire produced movie that has what's his name, the Israeli guy that played Frenchie
Oh yeah.
in The Boys, and Noah Schnapp from fucking
Was that real?
Stranger Things.
I heard that might have been like a fake story. Is that real?
I didn't hear anything specifically accounting for it being fake, but I did hear like I mean my understanding of him saying that was that he literally said this is shit I did when I was when I was in the IDF.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's
I know
maybe
what you're
that's
talking
fake, but like if he said it, he fucking said it, and you know he is indeed Israeli. So but it's but the real point is that the two of them are starring in a new Daily Wire produced film that's supposed to be anti-woke Good Will Hunting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
What?
I'm lost, dude. I don't know, man. Like
everything, it's so crazy. Whatever. Like what they have to brand, like this is just like anti-woke. This, like I've seen like movie web fucking like ads where they're like the new anti-woke series that did good on Netflix like 5 years ago. You probably haven't heard of, and it's like, oh, what? The fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's like for them, like their political position is like their whole identity, right? They don't have anything else to go off of. It's like people who sign up for fucking Patriot Mobile, you know, like how like,
right.
there's like the whole controversy going on with Riley Gaines right now over the Patriot Mobile shit, and like what I think is so funny about that is that it's like, okay, Patriot and Mobile, yeah, like they're using like Verizon and T-Mobile and like AT&T towers, you know what I mean? Like they
didn't like come up with something.
They're just buying they're buying network support off of the major things. So
that's how all those phone companies work.
Verizon company like or like US Cellular or whatever, like they're like, I'm not doing that, like
I'm not paying for.
You're still using fucking still using the same
it's still the same towers. Like you have the service you have because like these companies have monopolies over certain areas. So like if you think you're gonna get service through a one carrier that's different than the one you had before, like no, you're not. Like it's the same one.
It's all the same one. Thing. It's all the same fucking thing.
This entire economy is three companies in a trench coat.
Right. The analogy is like if you go to the grocery store and you take a picture of like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna look at like soap, right? Like I'm gonna go over to the like I'm gonna go look at body wash. I'm gonna take a picture of every single body wash on the wall. And then if you trace back, it's like you'll have like, you know, 15 to 30 brands sitting in front of you. And then you look at the like corporate ownership and you realize that there are only 4 companies.
Right. Like, oh, this is Johnson and Johnson. This is P&G. And the rest are those. All right, cool.
Yeah. Fucking you just don't be stupid, man. Come on.
Fuck. All right, what was the end of this?
Development tonight on the controversy around this ad.
For the freedom only America provides.
The good old days. This was like not even that long ago, but so much has happened. It feels like fucking 6 years ago. 2 months ago? 2 months ago? This was a controversy?
Really makes me feel like you have a...
No, 2 months? This is 2 months ago.
2 months, yeah. This is what makes you feel like you have a fucking brain tumor. When you're like, oh, wow. Did I really lose track of all of that? Has it gone so far? Have we sunk so low that this is where we are at currently? Fucking nonsense, dude.
I guess the fuck so. That's crazy. Well, at least in this like admin, you don't get like embezzling charges. You just get moved to a new job or you get told to quit. So that's pretty cool for them, I guess.
Yeah.
News confirming the DHS Inspector General is now investigating the awarding of this $220 million campaign.
Well, except for him, I guess.
President Trump recently asked aides whether Lewandowski profited personally from the campaign. With one senior White House official telling NBC News, he remarked to advisors, Corey made out on that one. A spokesman for Lewandowski called the allegations of soliciting payment.
Wait, which are we talking about? The money or the plane? Got him.
patently false.
Trump doesn't even care. He's like, yeah, he bilked us, but you know what? Respect. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like from one fucking one con man to another. You did it, bro.
Yeah. High five. Very nice.
Good play. Good play.
A senior White House official telling NBC News before publication, we are aware of the allegations of pay to play involving Lewandowski.
Oh, they're
Tom?
aware.
We thank you for watching.
Oh, thanks for thanking us for watching, Tom.
We're aware, but you know, I mean,
Like, yeah, we know. that's
run
it.
it, dude.
Yeah, we know. We're all good with that. No problem. Fuck.
Yeah, people forget what is like you need to understand, like, I mean, not you specifically, but like in general, like I feel like
No, you.
people you like grifter is literally a synonym for con man. That's just another way to say that. I think people probably do, like, a lot of people maybe don't necessarily know the meaning, but they'll sort of like use the term correctly. But yeah, that was a good grift. And for con men, as long as they're not actively trying to con each other, as long as, you know, like you weren't the person getting sold out, a lot of con men will be like, no, that was a good con. I like that. I like your moves there.
I like your style there. That's good. That's good stuff.
I don't actually care that much about the person you stole from, so we're cool,
like, just
man.
Don't
That's
you ever
like
steal
I
from
like
me, all right?
trade respect, you know.
I honor amongst thieves, you know.
Yeah.
The reverse of the saying is
shit.
true. Shit. So there's some other stuff going on here. Apparently, a new federal law could devastate New Hampshire's hemp industry. But, you know, we really need to get going on this whole legalization of, like, you know, the regular marijuanas as well. Just got to point that out. Like, what is New Hampshire's hemp industry? Like, just CBD oils and shit to old people?
There's definitely a few. It's like a number of growing facilities that specifically supply the in-state medical dispensaries. That is a real thing. We do have, excuse me, we do have
I know
grow
we
houses
have
and
the
stuff like that.
regular medical dispensaries.
Yeah, there's definitely grow facilities in New Hampshire. That's not a thing that doesn't exist. Those are real. But they're sort of few far between, and they're very, very, very strictly regulated. Like, they're very, like, I've had friends that have worked in them, actually. And I sort of, you know, I've heard stories from inside those facilities and how they operate. I actually even applied to work at one point in time, and it didn't end up working there, and that's perfectly fine with me, because it seemed like it would be kind of miserable, actually. But it's, you know, hey, it's an industry that should exist. But the point is, like, look, my attitude on, like, legalizing and selling in New Hampshire is, like, you should do it just on the moral grounds of, like, people should be able to grow it in their garden.
Should be able to fucking live for your diet up in this bitch. Like, what are we doing?
Right. Well, so there's that, and then it's also like you should do it just because it's not just to be putting people in prison for it. You know what I mean? Like, then there should be actually like reparations for that. People should have their records expunged.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
People should be set free from jail. Like, those are the real things. But
that's
like,
one of the most fucked up things that happen when laws change and people are still, like, in prison for, like, life when, like, drug sentences go down. For like, not even just marijuana, but other drugs.
Yeah, exactly. And what I will say too is, it's like, I mean, I've made videos about this before. I've talked about this before, where it's like, if you think that taxing marijuana, if you think that legalizing and taxing marijuana in the state of New Hampshire is going to generate, like, any kind of real meaningful revenue, like, you are high. It's not. That's fake. That's an illusion, right? Normally I'm critical of sort of free market ideology, but they have their place, right? Like there are specific things where free markets are the right way to do it. There's an appropriate instance for them. And it only becomes relevant to remove them from a marketized context when you have a good mechanism by which to sort of turn it into a public utility. You know, like that's my personal stance on that. And marijuana is one of the instances in which there's there's a lot of very robust free market operations because it's sort of like a burgeoning industry, right? It's not
Yeah.
it's not been so over capital like infused that it's lost its competitive nature. So if you take
Well,
that for
that's
what it's
also
worth, and you go ahead.
well, also a lot of since it's still federally illegal, a lot of these big banks will not like want to give out loans to help with any of these sort of businesses as well. So places like Mass
Yeah,
have to do
yeah,
like
that's
state programs to help people be able to start them.
right. And part of the reason that those are successful competitive markets is because they're deliberately kept small. And the point is that I was sort of getting around to there, and that I appreciate you pointing that out because it's a good addition. It actually sort of strengthens the argument that I would make about this is that like Massachusetts it's been legal and sold in that state for 10 years now. If you go over the border into Massachusetts and you buy like, I don't know, an eighth, right? The quality of that pot that you're getting, like you can go down, you can get you can get like an eighth, so 3.5 grams of like 31% THC. Really explore
really
like and chase down
explore really
and chase down
explore really and chase down explore really and
What the hell?
chase down explore really and
I don't know what you
chase
just did,
down
but it's
What
going
the
really and
I don't know what you
chase
just did,
down
but it's
explore
going
really and chase
What?
down
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
He's just
Damn.
send me the recording and
Okay.
I'll he's just
Damn.
send me the
Oh, hold on.
recording and
Okay. What the
he's just
hold on. Damn.
send me
My fucking
was funny.
phone's Bluetooth connected to the mixer, and I have the fucking video open, so it started playing us back, like, at the same goddamn time.
That's so funny.
And then the other
Oh my
thing
gosh,
was
that's hilarious.
apparently my mixer has a battery in it that I didn't even know existed, and I unplugged the thing apparently,
shit.
and it just died. So what the? That was just some fucking crazy fuckery right there. Oh my god.
Scuffed tech moment.
Woo!
Never a dull time here on Kyle from the Shires channel.
That's right. Back to what you were
But
saying.
just to finish that point up, like Massachusetts has had a very competitive marijuana market for the past decade, and that's driven prices down and incentivized growers to like really like triple quadruple down on the quality of the bud that they're putting out, like to a point where like I can't even I can't smoke weed anymore. Like I used to smoke a lot of pot back in the day, dude. I mean like a lot of pot. And I can't, I have panic attacks now.
None of
Like
that. They don't
I
sell that
literally
shitty shit no more.
no, it's terrifying. It's blood terrifying. Like and to a point where it actually gives me the spins.
Oof.
Like, you know, if you drink too much alcohol and you smoke a cigarette and you're like just like the whole room tilts like 720 degrees for the next 3 fucking hours.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me when I smoke bud that's too strong. So I can't touch it. Like it's I went through that. I have to if I'm gonna do it, I gotta eat it now. That's just kind of the way it is for me. Edibles seem to be safe, but generally speaking, yeah, I can't smoke weed anymore. It's really it's fucking sad because I miss it. I love the smell. It's like it was super fun. I really enjoyed it, but I can't fuck with the stuff anymore because it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like, and I know I've heard a lot of people be like, I miss the days when it was illegal. It was just like, you know, you just got high and it was fun. And like, yeah, you went, you saw a guy, like a guy. Yeah, because the Massachusetts market is so competitive, because they've done such a good job of increasing quality and driving down prices. For New Hampshire to catch up to that is like, it's not realistic. Like you could legalize it tomorrow. You could roll out the state, you know, liquor store model, but with weed. And I'm willing to bet that you would still see people going to Massachusetts. They'd be willing to pay the taxes, the tax rate that, which is pretty real. You know what I mean? Like they tax the shit out of that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You would probably still end up getting a better price with all of those taxes rolled in if you just hop the border.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like shit. Look at Vermont.
They
Vermont's a pretty good example. Like they have it legalized. They have it in dispensaries over there. The price in Vermont is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
because they didn't hit it as early as Massachusetts, and people in Vermont will still go to Massachusetts to fucking buy their weed. People in southern Vermont will go down into western Mass and they'll fucking buy that shit.
Yeah,
because it's cheaper. And
I
don't
like
fucking blame them.
At the same time, like I think the longer they wait, like the worse it's gonna get. They're gonna, you know what I mean? Like this is like they need to start building the infrastructure like now, like yesterday, like 10 years ago, like fucking, you know what I mean? Like get it fucking done.
That's but I mean that's why it's like
create the jobs, like, you know what I mean? Like that would be a big thing you could do as a governor, right? Like, hey, we're gonna fucking, if a bill comes to my desk, we're gonna legalize, we're gonna do this whole big like program, we're gonna fucking, you know, set up buildings and people and give out like or try to like, I don't know, small business loan or something, you know what I mean? Just
no, maybe I'm like off base here, but it's just like from my perspective, the way I look at it is just like the amount of investment you would have to make, the amount of like sort of like a subsidy that would be required in order to create a competitive industry here in that particular market is just it's too heavy a lift.
Yeah,
and therefore you have to go back to the argument of like,
this is like a microbrewery stronghold as well.
Yeah, but you should let people, the real point is you should let people have the freedom to do what they're going to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to fucking grow it,
legalize it at least, at the very least.
And if you want to fucking, and you want to do the criminal justice part of it, those are the real reasons to do it.
Right.
Is literally like a fundamentally libertarian argument. like that's not even necessarily like based off of markets. It's more just based off of somebody's right to do what they want to do.
Yeah, personal freedom that people like to talk about.
Thrown into prison over that particular thing that they give a shit about. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's individual liberty for those people that need to hear it presented that way. You know,
right?
That's no big government right there. That's
But I don't think you have to do much convincing for the libertarians. I'm pretty sure they want to legalize
not those
too.
specifically, but the
They're
more
fucking
conservative
stoners, dude. Yeah.
Let's see this bill that would be
So a new federal law could wipe out most of New Hampshire's CBD and hemp industry. This is 603 Unfiltered, where we break down the Granite State's most impactful stories. Ridge Hemp Wellness in Littleton was New Hampshire's first USDA certified organic hemp farm. Now its owners are facing a tough choice: reinvent most of their products, shut down, or move their business to Vermont, where marijuana is legal. The reason? A provision championed by Republican Senator Mitch McConnell, tucked into a massive federal spending bill, is set to ban most hemp products that contain THC. So for years, hemp-derived THC products have been sold legally across the country, including in states like New Hampshire, where recreational marijuana remains illegal. That's because the 2018 Farm Bill defined hemp as cannabis containing less than 0.3% Delta-9 THC. That loophole created a booming market for gummies, drinks, tinctures, creams, and other hemp products. But starting in November, federal law
nobody's getting high off of fucking skincare products, dude.
Yeah, well, and also, I mean, like, we talk about fucking Hearst, which is the parent company that owns WMUR, was originally founded by this guy, William Randolph Hearst, who is very, very heavily invested in the paper industry, like the just whatever. And he was a huge part of the push to make hemp, specifically hemp, illegal. Because the hemp industry threatened the paper mills that he owned. So by making hemp illegal, because it was just a cheaper, more
faster growing,
more reasonable. Yeah, it was faster growing. It had less impact. It was a safer plant to use to produce paper products. And because it threatened his personal investments, he went and leveraged his power to basically make illegal hemp products. That's why it's not just weed, it's hemp specifically, because of the amount of threat that the hemp rope and paper was, like, the amount that those products threatened the pre-existing paper industry.
Yep.
Will take a much stricter approach. Products that have more than a tiny amount of THC will no longer be legal in states that haven't already legalized marijuana. Industry analysis say this change could eliminate as much as 95% of the hemp industry's $37.5 billion retail market and threaten hundreds of thousands of jobs nationwide. Supporters say this crackdown is necessary because some companies have used the hemp loophole to sell products that looked a lot like legal marijuana.
I mean, yeah, but if they're technically following the law, then how can you, like, what? Because something looks like something, they can't have it? That makes no fucking sense. Like, I'll definitely say, though, I've seen entire head shops that are all full of this, like, this type of stuff, too.
Critics argue it will wipe out legitimate hemp farmers that have spent years following the rules. For farmers like Jim and Tanya White in Littleton, the concern isn't just about their products, it's about whether businesses built around organic farming can survive at all. So what do you think? Is this a necessary crackdown on an industry that's gotten out of control, or a blow to small hemp farmers that have been following by the rules?
Yes. I think that's the answer there. I don't know why that was presented as an either or. That's kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Look, like, I think Granite Post is great, generally speaking, about calling out Republicans on their bullshit. I think they're really good at that. When it comes to most other things, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I just like and look, that's I'm not trying to shade, like, friends that I've made over at Granite Post, but I would like to see them maybe I don't know. be a little less clickbaity sometimes. It's okay. I get it. I get that that's the culture that we're in, but it's like the end of that clip really just screams like, please leave a
Like, leave a
comment on it.
comment. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we need to drive metrics for the algorithm so that we can prove to our editors that we made a successful piece.
Yeah.
So that we can you know, justify our spend, you know, and like
Right.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I would prefer to see like more real journalism and not driven by just like social media metrics. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
I think I think we kind of do that. We generally take the track here of just like we're gonna do the fuck we're gonna do, and support us for it or fucking don't.
Yep.
But I mean, but I think if like, you know,
These other people have
some
like
brand
business
came to
models.
us and they're like, well, we'll give you a bunch of money, but we want you to say X, Y, and Z thing. I think you and I would both be like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
thanks.
Like it's just like, no, I'm not
Like
gonna be
I
fucking
don't take money
mouthpiece then.
with strings attached. Thank you.
Yeah, like I'd rather fucking sleep at night and
Yeah.
die feeling like satisfied with my life than, you know, than
Right.
do that shit and be like, it's like lying on my deathbed thinking about all the times I was like, yeah, you know, I really let that person fucking steamroll me in my ethics.
Like,
No,
well,
dude, it's like I'd
like, how
rather
much we
materially
talking?
suffer and know that I'm like a good fucking person than take a bunch of fucking shill money. And I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that don't look at the world that way. You know, it's like
Oh yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
remember saying to there was a guy that I was working with at one point, and I said to him, I was like, yeah, like I do this online content, and you know, it's like it's like left leaning stuff, and it's, you know, there's not a lot of money in it because there's, you know, you're mostly talking to people that are fucking broke, and they, you know, that's
Yeah.
like you're just trying to rally them together or whatever. I was like, I could make a lot more money though if I just fucking rolled over and just started, you know, dishing Republican talking points. He was like,
Republican,
dude, I
like,
would
fear
fucking do
bait.
that. He was like, I'd make,
Literally.
he was like, you got to make money, man. Fuck that. You just say
Yeah.
whatever you got to say to make $1. And I was
Pretty
like,
much.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like that's you sound a little bit weak there, sir. You just slave to the coin. I mean, we all are to a certain extent in this country, but like I don't know. I can't fuck
Like we have those things that people
my brain
call,
up doing that shit.
what are those things
It's
called?
this thing called
Principles?
integrity.
Integrity.
Yeah, principles, integrity, you know.
Things we actually believe in that we're
Is-
not willing to change for money. Like what?
Yeah.
A lot of these
I
fucks
say
don't
that
believe
I'm
in
standing
shit.
here. I'm sitting in a fucking chair drinking a goddamn Pepsi product. This is probably fucking stolen water, but like,
Brought
no,
to
I'm not gonna
you.
fucking flash some
Yeah. Oh, I
goddamn.
see why you were so pissed about that Coke thing earlier. Ah, I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm such a
Pepsi
fucking
shill.
Pepsi guy. No, dude, Pepsi sucks. Pepsi fucking sucks. That's the problem, man, is that I actually love Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola.
Like,
It's
why would you
fucking
sully your name with the
can't
yacht?
fucking drink it right now. Like, I cannot justify drinking that shit right now because of their support for Israel.
Oof.
And like the only reason I get this and not La Croix is because there's just like that's the thing is that I would love to be buying La Croix seltzers. I'm a total fucking seltzer drinker. Call me a psychopath. I don't give a fucking shit. But I would love to be buying their products because they're one of the only unionized seltzer products. The problem is that their cans are lined with fucking PFAS.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, fun story. Same with Polar Seltzer.
Jesus.
it blows. So like you have to, and I mean, for all I know, there's PFAS in this too. But like generally speaking, I try to like, it's like, okay, am I going to support union or am I going to poison my body?
Right.
That's how
Like,
fucked
fuck.
up we are. That's how, that's
Yeah.
the point to which we are so fucked up, is that you have to, if you can support union and fucking die faster, or you can not support union and maybe live a little bit longer. The fuck are we doing to ourselves, dude? It's
Yeah.
insane. Sorry, this is all very like tangential and unrelated, you know. But
This
I
is
just,
you know, that's the illusion of
me going
choice.
off about my
Here we
seltzer
go.
drinking habit.
Yeah, we got 1,000 companies that are all the same company, and so
Yeah.
so choose what you will, and then that's so good. Yeah.
So fucking, god damn it, like look, man, I love America, but I fucking hate America sometimes.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Like, I'm
Yeah.
a proud American, but goddamn it, I'm so mad at my country. Like, you can do both
Yeah.
at the same time. It's okay.
It's quite patriotic to be mad at the people in charge in this country, so I've been told.
Yeah, it is, and it should be.
Hmm? That whole
Yeah.
First Amendment thing,
Being
whatever that is.
holding your shit to account is a display of respect and honor for the institution that you're criticizing.
Oh, you mean the Fourth Estate thing that we're supposed to have?
Yeah. Yeah, I take that very seriously, actually. I may reject the label of a journalist like crazy, but god damn it, do I take the Fourth Estate incredibly seriously. You don't have a democracy without a working free press. You just don't. And I'm not talking about fucking Barry White's
Yeah, no.
real fucking free press.
Right.
That press ain't free. That press is owned by Israel.
Yeah, that was actually an expensive press. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't free. It was overvalued, one might say.
Yeah, true. Let's we'll start doing some national stuff here. I think we've got enough of that for now.
In a way, we're already talking about now.
I mean, yeah, it all goes to fucking together. God damn it! But here's the latest on this here new agreement. This tentative agreement, I would add, seeing as Israel has not agreed to shit.
It's not, first off, it's not a fucking agreement. It's a memorandum of understanding.
Right. Oh, well, I heard they actually signed a thing at this point.
Yeah, they signed the memorandum of understanding.
Oh, they didn't. No. I got you. Yeah.
And what they're saying is, I think they have, if I'm getting this right, they have 60 days. This article probably fucking tells you, but basically, it starts 60 days. Scroll down one little bit more.
Yeah, 60-day window.
Too much. Back up. One more. Right? No, I'm wrong. Go down. Sorry, it moved too fast. I can't fucking see this. There we go. Memorandum is due to be formally signed Friday, triggering a 60-day window to negotiate the final terms of a deal. So we're agreeing to try and have an agreement. Yeah.
I agree to not. I'll pinky promise to not kill any of your negotiators until some point after the 60 days.
Right. And what's funny about it is that, as it stands right now, this is so much worse. This is objectively so much worse than the JCPOA.
Yeah.
It does all the same things the JCPOA did, except it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So now I kind of don't care, because it's well, dude, Iran punched us in the fucking nose and it bled all over the goddamn carpet. It sort of deserve a little smack. You know what I mean?
We started it.
Yeah. And what's more, basically, it lost my train of thought there for a second. It proved that middle powers in the world are capable of competing with the hegemons and the strongest powers, because with a really cheap array of drones, they were able to absolutely bonk us in the fucking face. Our insanely bloated, fucking overly expensive, incredibly slow military. They just fucking humiliated us,
Yep.
which is hilarious. And the thing about it is that, like, when you lose a war, you have to meet the demands of the person that won the war. That's how that works. And what I think is hilarious is the drop site reporting of just how successful the the psychologists that Iran brought on to their team to psychoanalyze Trump, and therefore and then leverage their advice to get the deal that they wanted.
Fucking smart.
That's hilarious. But I'm skeptical of this whole fucking thing. I'm still very skeptical of this whole thing because, like,
I don't think it's gonna hold
Israel's
together.
gonna kick in a fucking overdrive about this. Like, they're like Israel is gonna do every single thing they fucking possibly can to violate every single possible term to try and do everything that they can to drag the United States back into the conflict. Like, they have been wanting to just, like, fight Iran and destroy Iran for so long. Excuse me. This is like
a lot of the Zionists here as well.
This is like their fucking pet project.
Long time
like,
Republican project as well. Like, please,
right,
let's go to war with Iran. Please, I really want to go.
Democrat project.
Yeah, honestly.
This is just a war hawk thing. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It's not even like specifically like partisan. You know what I mean? This is just,
everyone talks about it the same. Every Democrat, Republican, they go on a news station, you see them talking about Iran. They're like, we can't let them do this. We can't let them do that. And it's like, they're a sovereign country. What do you mean let? Like, we don't own them. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Like, I disagree with that entire logic frame of, like, America as world police. It's fucking stupid. Like, the whole point is that you try to obsoletize violence, right? Like, that's basically the real goal ultimately of a advancing global humanity, is to make violence useless, because you always have a better way to deal with the problem. And for whatever dumbass fucking reason, the United States is stuck in this strange, like, post World War II vibe. Except the problem is that the Soviet Union collapsed, and so because there's no like opposition, there's no like real large challenge to the United States when it comes to a military, they just run rampant throughout the world. Like, China would be the closest analog, but China's doing exactly what I'm saying you should do right now, which is emphasize soft power, and they do that immaculately. You know what I mean? Like, they are China is 100% on track to be the new global hegemon. I think there's even a solid argument to say that they already are. They're just being very coy and reserved about the way in which they leverage their power, and they're not exactly colonialist. Like, that's not how they play. They very much so respect the sovereignty of nations, to the point that they built these massive fucking gold vaults for the international community, with a very specific stipulation that cannot be repealed or contested in any way, shape, or form by the Chinese government. It's completely insulated from anything political. That when you put gold into those vaults, essentially the space inside that vault where your gold sits might as well be land in your own home country. That's how much they respect the sovereignty of the gold that's stored in those places. The United States and the UK don't do that shit at all. You fuck with the United States or the UK and they will be like, nope, that's our gold now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. And you're going to see massive amounts of gold come out of storage in the US and the UK, and you're going to see it go to China, because they actually respect the sovereignty of nations, and they're not like, yeah, we're going to go to war with you. China doesn't play like that.
Right.
And that kind of like demonstration of what true soft power looks like is going to make them the next British Empire, as the United States completely declines, because military power is the only thing that we had that helped us to maintain that optic on a global scale, completely fades away because we just got fucking bloodied by Iran. That's as we fade and we lose our power as the global hegemon, China's going to take our place like that. Like there's no and you know, and as far as manufacturing goes, they already did. They did that a long time ago.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I think this is good for I do think this is good for the people of the US. Might not be good for the war hawks, might not be good for
I just want their
for
EVs,
the
dude.
defense contractors. It's, you know, like, yeah, dude, those BYDs are fucking fire. Like,
Yeah.
and they're doing cool shit too, because they've figured out a way to cast aluminum frames, right? Like most,
Oh yeah, the
just
single
all the frames that we
frame.
use in the US, those are steel frames. You know what I mean? And which makes the vehicle heavier, right? Like if you put EV tech inside of a steel frame vehicle, it means that electric vehicles are notably heavier than ICE vehicles. Like when I say ICE, I mean internal combustion engine. So that makes, you know, like when you're talking about like, I mean, I've sort of had debates with people in the leftist space about this. But when if you live out in the fucking sticks, you live in the North Country, you live in Vermont, you live in like whatever, like those vehicles are too heavy for the dirt roads in mud season, right? Or in the winter. You're talking about a situation where like those vehicles are so heavy that they'll cut massive ruts in the road, where if you have one of those periods where like, you know, you have like a random warm spell and all of the mud in the road like unfreezes, and then you drive a fucking cyber truck down it.
Yeah.
And then you have another cold snap and all of that freezes up. You've just carved like horrible ruts in the road that would like may ultimately cause the road to need to get regraded because it's not paved. And that's a huge problem, like the weight concern about electric vehicles. Like if you're, especially when you're talking about it in the context of like trades and working, right? You're talking about putting like, you're taking a vehicle that's already very significantly heavy and you're making it heavier than it would normally be, and then you're trying to put like a shit ton of tools or something, and like it's not practical, you know what I mean? And you know, like the Ford Lightning is a good example. It was like that was their Ford's like EV truck that they ran, and they had to discontinue it and go back to a hybrid model because it wasn't selling. People weren't fucking buying it, you know what I mean? Like this Cybertruck is not viable work truck in any context.
Yeah, no.
The point to get around to here is that if you do what China's doing and you make the frame out of aluminum instead, you don't have the same weight problems because aluminum is lighter than steel.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Like that kind of tech would be really good here. But the plants that you need in order to manufacture those aluminum frames are very, very complex. They're very complex, and they're highly automated. And China is the only one that's got the tech to do it. They are the only ones. So that's not coming to the United States unless China allows it. And furthermore, there's a good argument to be made, like in terms of like trade protectionism and stuff like that for the United States. Like this is one of those things where like the reason we don't see BYDs here in the United States is because if you let Chinese EVs into the US market, it would completely destroy the entire American auto industry. Just wreck it overnight. It would be gone. Ford would be out of business. So from the perspective of protecting American brand, it actually makes sense to say no BYDs in this country. You can't do that. Right? Like that's like a very reasonable argument. And I know we're kind of getting away from like
but they also need
Iran
to be,
deal.
You know, if they want to be so ultra capitalist, then maybe make something to compete with those. You know what I mean? To
Right. But but to like this is all sort of beside the point. To get back to the Iran thing, like um you know this is the people this is bad for is the hawks. The people this is bad for is the Israel stance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which like most of the fucking American public is like over it. We're like, dog, like Israel committed a genocide. We don't fucking like them. We care about the Jews that live in the country, but like I mean, excluding the actual anti-Semites, and the sort of like Christian philo-Semites. We care about the Jews that live here, right? Because they're Americans. They're us. They're part of us. We don't want them to get dragged into the bullshit that Israel, a country across the Atlantic, is fucking around. Like they're doing a bunch of fuck shit, and we hate that. You know what I mean? Like so Israel looks bad. This is like a 90-10 issue for Democrats, and there's a lot of conservatives that fucking hate Israel too. So that's like AIPAC is doing what they can to like
and then
tighten the grip on elections and whatnot, and just spend. But you're gonna see Israel just fly off the fucking handle right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and Benjamin Netanyahu looks like a fucking idiot because he promised all this shit that they have not been able to deliver on. And what's hilarious is that like you'd be like, oh well, Israel is like, oh, they're mad at Netanyahu, that means they're going to get better. No, that means they're going to get worse.
Yeah.
The reason they hate Netanyahu is he didn't go far enough. He didn't live up to his promises of taking down Iran, about completely monopolizing southern Lebanon for and colonizing that for Israel. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he didn't succeed. He didn't go far enough. He didn't win. So like when people are saying the Netanyahu government, like Bernie loves to say that shit, and it's like, God,
we're against.
I love and respect Bernie. Netanyahu. Don't get me wrong, man, but like,
but the people of Israel are good people, and they know what they're saying. It's like, well, no.
No, but the
polls indicate
they
are not like they're on board with this genocide stuff. Like the majority of
in fact,
Israel.
They think it didn't go hard enough.
Yeah,
like they like, for them, they're like, no, just kill them all. Just kill them all.
Come on, dude. I thought we were gonna just get it over with. I thought this was gonna be our final. Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, like from their perspective, they're like, well, we have to murder all of them so that we can have true peace. And it's
right.
Like, dude, do you really think that your bloodlust is going to disappear once you've gotten rid of all of them? Like, all that's just going to turn into a whole bunch of violent energy that you have, that you're just like bottling up.
Right.
And it's only a matter of time until that starts coming out on the people that like weren't your previous target. So that's one component of it. But like I genuinely hope that Americans learned a lesson right now. And Trump just looks like a jackass, because and Vance and all, like the whole administration. I don't like to single out Trump, because again, it's like he's fucking old and cooked, and like he cares more about like painting the fucking bottom of the reflecting pool blue, and
right,
like the
ballroom. Don't forget the ballroom.
Yeah, he cares about his ballroom. He cares about all this optics shit. He cares about having his name on the fucking performing arts,
Trump Kennedy Center,
Kennedy
right?
Performing Arts Center, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
He
cares about optics shit. He cares about like weird, like decadence shit.
Yeah, he wants some golden statues
it's
and all
stupid,
that.
You know what I mean? Like all he cares about is optics. All he cares about is branding and marketing, and just being flowery and whatever. I still maintain that he should have been a gay Broadway producer. That was the real.
He missed his
that
calling
was the
there.
Real place that Trump belonged, and he absolutely missed his calling on that.
Yeah, be around big beautiful men all day.
You say that, and all I think of is that fucking picture of Lindsey Graham.
Yes, dude. Oh my god, dude! I put that in the fucking Discord. I was like, no caption needed.
Do you have that? Can you pull that up
I
really
do have
quick?
that.
Like,
Hold
I just,
on.
we gotta show people. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good, man. It's so good.
Oh man.
Oh wow, the look on his face
It was like
is like
a kid in a fucking candy store, dude.
priceless.
A kid
Yeah,
in a
dude.
fucking
It's
candy
like
store.
it's like the best moment of his life.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man.
It
It's
looks like a
so
little kid
fucking
that just
funny.
met like Hulk Hogan or something, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like these like
Oh yeah.
it's more. I would say it's more like a little kid, a little. Like his face right now, he's like the kid that just saw his babysitter changing while she wasn't wearing a bra. You know what I'm saying? Like this. He's
Like-
just like ecstatic, like
Fucking stoked. Oh my god.
oh god, dude, it's so fucking funny. And I think the funniest part about it is just like related to this conversation, like Lindsey Graham is the fucking war hawk. Like he's the guy. This is the fucking guy. The Israel is gonna like they're just gonna be like, you gotta call Lindsey, you gotta get him to talk to Trump. He must defend Israel in order to make sure that we are able to continue bombing Lebanon and Hezbollah. Like
there's more Hamas to get. We must get the rest of Hamas.
Hamas, we must kill all the Houthis.
They're Hamas as well.
Accent is so funny. It's like a twerked French accent, kind of. But no, it's just so like this is their guy. This is their op, man. It's like, dude, you gotta get Lindsey Graham on the phone. You gotta get Randy Fine on the phone. We just gotta go fucking hard. You gotta just get them. They're just auto dialing. You know, like Trump, just fucking spam him with text, spam him with calls. Just get him on the fucking line. Fucking convince this guy to get in here and fucking.
Are these guys even fighters? I'm just wondering that. Are these like fighters that are here, or are they happen to be here with him?
I don't know, man. Like,
were they just here with him, or was?
That's funny. I don't. They're probably fighters. I don't follow UFC, so that's not my. That ain't my lane. But yeah, it's Lindsey Graham, ladies and gentlemen, Lindsey Graham. This is Israel's man, and he's gonna be here to make sure that the MOU gets tanked. But it's hilarious that it's like, and that's the thing, is that because it's a memorandum of understanding and it's not an actual deal, even though Trump is so fucking stupid that he doesn't know the goddamn difference between a deal and a memorandum of understanding.
Like that thing that they tried to do last time, where they were like, we agreed to everything, and he's like, wait, I didn't read it. We didn't agree to that. Hold on. It's like
it's just so funny, dude. It's like no, like this is better than the JCPOA, where Obama only paid, by which I mean
like
gave back 1.7 billion to Iran of their own money. But no, this time the United States is going to pay. Like we, the country, are, and I'm not clear if it's tax dollars specifically, or if there's another mechanism to fund that. But that's what, $340 billion.
I mean, we could take a look.
Yeah,
at these.
good deal, bro. That's a good fucking deal.
Let's see what the points say.
Fuck. So stupid. So fucking stupid.
So let's see. Number one, the United States of America and Islamic Republic of Iran and their allies in the current war are signing this MOU to declare the immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts. Interesting wording there. All fronts, including
Lebanon.
In Lebanon, and undertake from now on not to initiate any war or any military operation against each other, and to refrain from the threat or use of force against each other and ensuring the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Lebanon. So right in the first one, dude, that's good. That's like a no for Israel.
That's
Like,
fucking legitimately peace in the Middle East. This
right.
is good. That's like I don't care what fucking administration puts it forward. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That is objectively a good thing.
This for sure should be
Like,
happening.
It does not matter whether it's coming from the Trump administration or it's coming from the fucking Harris administration or it's coming from the fucking AOC administration. Like, I don't give a shit what fucking administration it comes from. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Period. Balls and strikes, dude.
The final deal will confirm the permanent termination of the war on all fronts, including Lebanon and other provisions of this paragraph. So yeah, that would be great. They would just completely stop the war.
That's it. That caps it. That ends it. And
Yeah.
and it ends it in perpetuity as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, because there's no like within a certain time frame or whatever. That's for as long as time exists. That's the agreement, right? Like, that's like that's a great point. That's a really good point. So, anyways, moving on.
All right, number 2. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran undertake to respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity and to refrain from interfering in each other's internal affairs. Yes, because
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, but like, what the hell is Iran doing to our internal affairs? What, they have like some hacks every once in a while and that's it? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Like, I mean, that's good.
look,
Yeah.
like, the only
But if
reason
this
they do
happens,
that
I
to us is
hope so.
because we are fucking with them constantly.
Yeah.
It was like we overthrew fucking Mossadegh and put
The biggest state
Pahlavi in
sponsor of
charge.
terror.
What are we talking about? Like, that's like retro, like that's like trying to say, like, please do not coup us again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we promise that we will not continue acting out of retribution for the time that you literally overthrew our democratic leader, like our democratically elected president.
Yeah.
We won't continue to hold that grudge against you and engage in like data collection and spy operations and espionage against you because of this horrible fucking thing that you did to us like 50 years ago.
And all the fucking saber rattling that's been going on since those 50 years. Like, oh, they're so dangerous, dude. They're coming for us. And it's like, what? So number 3, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran commit to negotiating and achieving the final deal in maximum 60 days, extendable with mutual consent. So that's not really a maximum then.
That's,
I mean, but yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, so in a sense, it could happen sooner. I doubt it will. I think,
Yeah.
like I said, I think Israel's going to do everything that they can to fuck this up.
Oh, for sure. Number 4, immediately upon the signing of the MOU, the United States of America will begin the removal of its naval blockade and any disturbances or impediments against the Islamic Republic of Iran and will fully end the naval blockade within 30 days. During this period, Jesus Christ. During this period, the traffic of vessels will be in proportion to the numbers of pre-war traffic being restored by the Islamic Republic of Iran. The United States of America further undertakes to remove its forces from the proximity of the Islamic Republic of Iran within 30 days of the final deal. So yeah, to pack our shit up and get the fuck out of there within like halfway through the point like this deal is supposed to get done by, at least.
Yeah, well, and I mean, honestly, like frankly, like we have no business. The
we were blockading a blockade that was already
around in Oman.
Like what the fuck?
It's about making sure that you're respecting the nations that sit on the Strait of Hormuz. Like, they're the ones that control it.
It's their like that's their like waters, is it not? Like, we have so many miles off the coast of the U.S., don't we? Like, what is? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, you can. You know what? Here's what you should do right now. Fucking open up a tab of Google Maps and like put the Strait of Hormuz on the goddamn screen really quick, just so that we can fucking explain
Let's
this to
see.
people. Because I just have a fucking feeling, because Americans are so bad at geography that they don't even understand what countries exist there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have actually looked up a map and how to
It's quite a lot.
a quick
actually.
peek at who, like, what countries exist there.
Can we get a bigger view of this? No, I don't. Hold on, let me get Google Earth open actually. Can you show me the thing? Let's go. There we go.
And actually, just make sure, do me a solid, just type in Oman, just so that it highlights the borders of Oman so people can see and understand.
Ah, yes. Shit, how do I do that?
Just like literally go back up into the search bar and just type in Oman and like hit enter, and it'll highlight the borders of Oman in red.
Ah, yes. Maps. Bring up the maps again.
Yeah, I don't think you have even necessarily need. Well, at any rate, you don't need to highlight it because I can fucking explain it. So zoom out a little bit. Pull it down. Like just
Oh, yep.
that.
Sorry.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So the border that you're looking at, right? Like you see that little tip right off the Strait of Hormuz. Even though it's not a contiguous line, right? That is Omani territory, right? That little peninsula tip, that's Oman,
This area.
right? So below it, you have coastline on both the east and west side of that peninsula. That's the property of the UAE, right? United Arab Emirates. But below that, there's this little jagged, like, hook bit of land here, and that's the border between the UAE and Oman, right? So you've got the very tip of that peninsula is Omani land, right? Now the strait is this waterway that goes around the tip of that peninsula. On the other side of that water is Iran. So in that sense, right, like the western coast of that peninsula that's occupied by the UAE, that's not really the Strait of Hormuz. The strait is that particular little hook, that arc that we see there. And that's so when you're talking about who gets to manage that waterway, the answer is Iran and Oman.
Yeah.
Those are the two countries responsible. So if anybody is going to hammer out any kind of deal about what happens in that waterway, it's those two countries. Maybe the UAE should be a part of the discussion because of the amount of traffic that moves through there, right? But ultimately, the chief deciders at that table would be Iran and Oman. That's, to me, when you're talking about respecting the sovereignty of nations, right? And that's like, if I'm not mistaken, there's also oil fields that run like right underneath that, like the like either north or south. I'm not exactly sure where those oil fields lie, but they're shared, right? They are shared oil fields where extraction occurs from both countries. So they already have to negotiate with each other in order to work out sort of like the management of that oil field, that shared oil field. So this is important stuff, because like we as Americans, the fuck's say do we have in any of this?
Right. It's way the fuck over there.
Like,
Well, I mean,
really?
if we want to be super serious about respecting sovereignty, then why don't we like pull out our bases that are surrounding it, the countries, around them, like
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's sort of a total, like, in a way, that's a totally separate discussion too, right? Because at that point you're talking about like, well, like, if we get into a conflict, as has been proven for the past fucking 3 months, when you put an American military base in a country
like,
and the
it is a
United
target.
States starts to go to war,
It is a
then what you're
legitimate
doing
target.
is you're putting that is a big fat target on that country.
Yeah.
Right? Like, all we're doing is we're just missile sponges for them. We are just like missile drop off points.
Right.
It's just fuck us up here. That's
Exactly.
what those countries are signing up for when they decide to put an American military base on their fucking land.
Well,
So
I mean, let's be fair. They don't decide that.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
yes and no.
Some of their leaders might decide to
they
work
decide
something
it in the
out,
sense
but,
that they're like, we don't want to piss off the United States.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, we're gonna do this as a show of
like,
faith to the U.S. that
we'll
we
do
want to
it.
engage in trade with them or whatever.
It's like,
So
well,
we'll
you'll
let them
do
keep this
this or we'll
American
depose your
military base
leader.
here.
So,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
I'd rather not be deposed.
Agreement at threat of gunpoint. So yeah. But at any rate, I just sort of wanted to like take a second to go over the actual fucking reality of that for folks, because I consistently worry that even like people, like even leftists and people that will have like a strong opinion about something, won't take the time to look at a fucking map and try and understand the geography of the problem, like, which is silly to me because it's like that's a material reality. That's like literally land and space. You know what I mean? So like, you can't just read everything out of a theory book and assume that you fucking know everything. You have to actually look at what the grounds of the situation are in order to make any kind of informed statement. You can say, well, ideologically I believe in sovereignty, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, well then, like, but do you understand what the borders and boundaries of that area are and how that sovereignty needs to be governed and maintained to provide long-term safety and security for a globalized economy, which is what we have. Everybody has to work together at this point.
For sure.
We made the decision to completely globalize the economy, and therefore, like, being at war doesn't make sense anymore, because as Iran proved, you can shut down the global economy if you're like, nope, we're gonna pick up our marbles and go home.
All of our supply lines are interlinked, like whether like we like it or not.
Right. It's because of the way that we've interconnected our economies and resources and production and stuff like that, because there are so many things that people need in the world that are completely reliant on very, very specific areas. Like, we're talking about oil here, but nobody's like, I mean, and it depends. Obviously you do hear about this in some instances, but like, it's like the urea that comes, like, is like so much urea, which is a huge component of fertilizer.
Yeah.
Vast majority of the world's supply of urea comes straight through there. It goes right through the Strait of Hormuz. And when you fucking strangle that, you know who suffers? American farmers.
Yep.
So, and it's going to take so long for all of this to wind back up, right? The amount of damage that we did to the global supply chain by fucking around like this for 3 months is like, dude, 2027 is going to hurt. You think prices for food are bad now? Just wait, buddy. It's going to get so much worse. It's going to get so much worse.
Oil,
it doesn't
like,
matter
we're almost out of our reserves.
They're in the, right. And that is exactly why this has to happen right now.
Right.
Because if we dude, like Israel is totally clearly fine with burning the entire rest of the world down. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They are ready to cut their nose off to spite their face.
As long as they get
They
greater
don't give a
Israel.
shit. Right, exactly. They're so myopic in their specific view of what they want and what they feel like they need, and they're so just genocidal and bloodthirsty that they can't fucking see that, like, oh, wait a minute, if I destroy the entire global economy, then
Like, what's
what
left?
what
Like,
will
how
I
do
have
I
left? You
like?
know
How
what
are
I
you
mean?
gonna
Like,
get
yeah.
your funding from like this other country that's fucking destroyed because of all these fucking actions you're doing right now? Like, where is you like what?
And I think something that's fucking hilarious right now,
You're
something
biting the hand that
utterly fucking
feeds.
hilarious, is it's like over 70% of Israelis have a bad a bad view of Donald Trump at the moment. I'm like, you guys
Like, yeah,
know
that's
that's
wild.
like the United States is your only real ally right now.
Like, he's
Like, I
done
mean, look, like I get that Russian is like the second most spoken language in Israel underneath Hebrew, but
like, dude.
like if you
Like
really
between
think
fucking Trump and
that
Biden, like they've
Putin's gonna
been
come fucking save your ass, like
they
you got another
the last
thing
two
coming,
like
dude.
U.S. presidents have been like the most capitulatory to Israel, just giving them whatever the fuck they wanted, and like they have the audacity to be
Right,
like, "It's not enough, more." Like, are you fucking kidding me?
right.
Like, are you serious right now? Ooh,
Yeah,
comment. I forgot that one.
it's wacky shit.
I hate how Google
But they,
Maps is
you
still
know,
the
it's
best.
like,
Firefox uses Apple Maps. Yeah, I don't fuck with Apple. Sorry, I just had to say that. They
who's
had
saying that?
our one commenter in here. Thanks for your comment, sir.
Who's the commenter? How you doing, commenter? Welcome to the fucking show,
Johnny Kimball, what's good? Hope you are continuing to
dude.
watch.
Cheers, homie. Yeah, stay with us. We appreciate you.
Yes.
I keep trying to tell people, I'm like, you come in and chat with us. We'll talk to you, dude. We want to see that
Yeah,
shit. Hit us up. We
for
like you.
real.
We like you. I even the fucking insane, crazy Nazi guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just a pity the
Yeah,
dude.
don't
But like,
fucking
he
like
was in here
out.
trying.
Yeah.
He was
He
doing
was
his
having
best.
conversations.
You know, like
Don't let that guy like
he's
out
trying to rub
comment
his
you
1.5
guys.
brain
Come
cells
on.
together. You
We
know, it's okay.
gotta-
It's okay. I'll pat you on
Yeah.
the back and give you a cookie, buddy. It's all right. You know,
Yeah.
we can work through this. We can get there. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Do we want to look over the rest of this, or you think we should move on?
Yeah,
here?
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right,
Sorry,
we
I'm sorry, dude. I get fucking derailed. Like, it's so bad.
No, I mean it's all on topic. It's just like there's so much to go over. There's so much.
There's a lot. There's a lot, dude. And like, and I feel bad because I'm just like chewing up our time. We're gonna have to get to the fucking leftover segments in a little bit. I'm like just fucking
Yep.
rattling through this shit. But this is a big deal. This
I mean,
is a
some of
huge.
this
This is a
national
really
stuff.
really big piece of news.
Oh, for sure. Like if it holds, that's the thing. It's like this is all fucking literally in like Israel and you know the fucking warmongers at the White House.
I mean, this is it. This is 100% it right now. This is probably the biggest thing happening on the planet at the moment. So it's you know, we should probably talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just look like ever the skeptic. I really need to continue to impress upon people just how high a likelihood it is that Israel will fuck this whole thing.
Well, dude, like Trump,
Like-
whoever the fuck is in charge of dealing with Israel needs to call them up and be like, zero money, fucking zero weapons if you fuck this up. Like, that's it, point blank. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you get nothing
and
if
I mean,
you fuck
like,
with
look,
this up.
there has never been more like a better moment to make the argument for BDS.
Yeah.
Like just straight up, there's never been. And I mean, like, dude, in a lot of ways, like, I don't even know that it goes far enough. But like, it depends on what the S part of the BDS looks like.
How about sanction
like
all the fucking weapons?
DNS.
Like none of that. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, like they should basically be completely cut out of the global economy. Like they should get treated
Like, while
as
you
bad
exist as an apartheid
as
state.
North Korea.
Yeah.
Maybe even worse. I think they should be more isolated from the global community than North Korea is. Or North Korea is a notably more fucking like rational actor by comparison. Because North Korea doesn't
wild.
just going around fucking bombing the absolute shit out of South Korea or Japan.
Right.
Like, they could if they wanted to. They absolutely could, but they don't, because they're like, we just want our fucking space, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that is demonstrating more rational behavior than Israel. That's
sure.
crazy. That is objectively insane to think about.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got this next one here. Right, this is the next.
I think we caught that.
Yep. Okay, that was the last one. There, you want to go read this one?
6. Yeah, sure. So the United States of America undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive mutually agreed plan with at least 300 billion. This is the good one.
Yeah, this is
mutually
comes the
agreed
spin.
plan with at least 300 billion USD for the reconstruction and economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The mechanism for the implementation of this plan will be finalized as part of a deal within 60 days. All required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed for the relevant financial transactions will be granted by the United States of America. So this is basically reparations, right?
Yep.
This is basically,
that's what they were
like,
asking
saying,
for in the
like,
first pre-deal.
yeah, they're basically saying, like, you lost, pay up.
Yeah.
Like
you fucked our
we put money
infrastructure
down
up
on the table when we first started this shit, and now you need to pay the piper. You know what I mean? Like, this is the bet we made before we started dealing the cards, and now you got to fucking shell out. What's funny is that the number itself was not decided upon, and that's the part that's significantly more expensive than what the JCPOA was. So, like, when they say, like, oh, the JCPOA was terrible, and this is the part where it's like, by comparison, this is objectively worse for the United States pocket, because, like, we had basically this, except it was less good for Iran, and Iran agreed to it. And now they now we fucked around, we found out, Iran kind of beat our asses, and now they get to demand more.
And I haven't seen anything yet about the nuclear proliferation, any sort of agreement on that. Maybe that's in here.
It's gonna be in here.
All right. So we got number 7.
That's the next one, actually. Yeah, so the next one is United States of America undertakes to terminate all types of sanctions against the Islamic Republic of Iran, including the United Nations Security Council resolutions, IAEA Board of Governors and resolutions. That is the Atomic Energy Association, International Atomic Energy Association. IAEA Board of Governors resolutions, and all unilateral U.S. sanctions, primary and secondary, an agreed upon schedule as part of the final deal. So what they're saying there is that actually lets Iran truly enter the global market, right? They're saying, we want to lift the sanctions so that Iran can actually participate in the global economy. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the United States of America acknowledge the critical importance of the sanctions termination issue above mentioned, and expressed their intentions to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve mutual agreement on them. So yeah, this is very much so. This is the part where we say, like, Iran beat us. They get to be a genuine participant in the global economy, which they've been iced out of for an insanely long amount of time.
At this point, if they are willing to trade with other countries, what the fuck is, why not? Why are we stopping that? Like, it's fucking insane. For being so supposedly capitalist,
just 'cause we don't like them.
It's like, we want innovation. We want the best. We want to trade with anyone that can, it's fucking insane. Like, the conservative, ideals just don't fucking don't go together at all. Like, it's insane.
Right.
Here we go. Oh, here's the nuke stuff.
That's why.
Yeah. It's so scary, dude.
Yeah. So
here we go.
the
Here's
Islamic
the
Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. The United States and the Islamic Republic of Iran have agreed to resolve the disposition of stockpiled enriched material pursuant to a mechanism that's the atomic
Wow.
dust, which is not dust, it's gas.
This is a very wordy.
Enriched material. Yeah, it is very wordy, so we'll try and simplify it a little bit as we're going through this. Stockpile enriched material pursuant to a mechanism that will be mutually agreed upon in accordance with the schedule mentioned in paragraph 7. So that's what we were just talking about with the IAEA.
Yeah.
Basically saying we're going to let the IAEA come in and we're going to let them sort out the best path for denuclearization, with the minimum methodology to be down blended on site under the supervision of the IAEA.
Oh, so they want to implement that again. I see.
Right. They're basically like unrefining their material. That's they're downgrading the quality of the uranium, the enriched uranium that they would be utilizing. So it would be, back to like medical grade.
Yeah, I was just wondering because like resolve the disposition is like that can mean a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like
I think it's what you're saying.
I think they're just trying to say that. Yeah, basically they're just like. Yeah, I would.
And this isn't even like a final thing in and of itself as well, because it goes on to say the two parties also agree to discuss the issue of enrichment and other mutually agreed matters related to the Islamic Republic of Iran's nuclear needs.
In this context, it basically just means settlement. It just like that's
So this is they're still open to negotiate.
Yeah, so the disposition of a case is basically it's like an analogy for settlement,
right? Because they want to enrich enough to have nuclear energy, and that was their whole deal. Like that's all we want to do. We just want nuclear energy. Like you need to like. That was their whole thing.
or it's also just disposing. It's just another. It's a different form of the word disposing. So at any rate, the two parties also agreed to discuss the issue of enrichment and other mutually agreed matters related to the Islamic Republic of Iran's nuclear needs based on a satisfactory framework being agreed upon in the final deal. The final deal will confirm the provisions of this paragraph. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran acknowledge the critical importance of nuclear issues above mentioned. They express their intention to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve mutual agreement on them. Yeah, so they're just saying like, look, like we recognize this is really important, and we all agree that it's important to sort this very important thing out, and find a sort of a ground that's amicable for everybody, and that probably means Iran saying like, look, like we do want nuclear materials, but we want them for like medical grade purposes, like we want to it's like we're interested in like maybe having nuclear power plants because it's a way to create more sustainable energy that's not it doesn't rely on fossil fuel consumption, because it's not it's not a consumable, right? Like, I mean, you have this sort of separate problems with nuclear plants in terms of like, how do you safely decommission them when they are no longer effective, which takes a long time, right? Like, but it's like, if you don't deal with nuclear plants, if you're not constantly maintaining them, then they can melt down. So it's like there's risk there. You know what I mean? Like you decide to put a nuclear plant in somewhere, you better have a fucking good plan to manage that for like hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't a short-term decision, dude. That is a marathon, not a sprint. So at any rate, and that's where a lot of the criticism of the danger of nuclear power comes in. But at any rate,
well, it's also dangerous when other countries decide to strike their nuclear plants.
There's that certainly
and
aspect
the
of it
oil
as well.
refineries
Like,
as well. Yeah, like in the middle
ideally,
of their
that
cities.
wouldn't be
Yeah,
a problem if this agreement goes
as
through,
long as this.
because the whole point is to not get into conflict
Right.
anymore that would cause somebody to target a nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's like, it's sort of baked into the pie. But
Yeah.
at any rate, so
Let's
yeah.
yeah. Well, as long as this is all things that are going to be agreed to in the final deal, I suppose.
Yeah, so you want to do this one, or you want me
Yeah,
to?
yeah, that's fine. So 9 is pending the final deal. The U.S. and Iran agree to maintain the status quo. Iran will maintain the current status quo of its nuclear program, and the U.S. will not impose any new sanctions and will not deploy additional forces in the region. Well, that's good. So yeah,
So it's just basically like, we
Just-
agree to maintain the terms of this agreement.
right. Like this is just a summary of this right here, I believe.
Well, it's like a summary of, like, it's like saying, like, all of the things we just talked about
Right.
above, we agree to
Yeah.
stick to them.
Yeah. We
You know,
will
like,
no take backsies.
we're like,
Yeah.
we promise we'll do all these things.
So number 10 is the U.S. undertakes that immediately upon signing of the MOU and until the termination of sanctions, U.S. Department of Treasury will issue waivers for the export of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, and derivatives, and all associated services, including banking transactions, insurances, transportation, etc. All right, all right. So I think
I
that
feel like that one's pretty straightforward.
yeah.
If you don't understand what that means, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You need to.
That goes with the other portion on sanctions that was up there, kind of just as more specific.
Right.
So number 11, U.S. undertakes to make fully available for use. Is use and use the same word? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mean use.
For use, the frozen or restricted funds and assets of the Iran upon the implementation of this MOU. So they're unfreezing their assets that we have.
Right.
The U.S.
Right, which is exactly that was the 1.7 bill that Obama
Right.
quote unquote gave Iran, was basically he
Yeah, that's what
unfreezed
they were
1.7
they were
billion
arguing,
of
is that they
Iran's
gave
own
it.
money.
Yeah.
So they're just saying, please give us our own money back.
Right. The U.S. and Iran will mutually agree on the procedures related to the release of these funds during negotiations. Such funds, whether retained in the original account or transferred, shall be made fully usable for payment to any ultimate beneficiary designated by the Central Bank of Islamic Republic of Iran. The U.S. Undertakes to issue all necessary licenses and authorizations accordingly. You know what's going to end up happening? They're going to move it all into Trump coin. That's like, here, you can have your money. You can have your money, but it's in Trump coin. I'm sorry, guys.
Iran will take crypto. Like, that's not. There's a precedent for that, so it's not entirely impossible.
Like maybe
like,
Bitcoin or something a little more stable than that, but maybe
I would
not.
imagine that they probably want something a little bit
Maybe not
more
the Trump
controlled,
coin. No?
and tied
What about the
to
Melania
a
coin?
state. Yeah, exactly.
Like definitely not an Eric coin. No, nobody wants an Eric
Yeah.
coin. Like that's for sure.
No, oh, you mean the guy who was allegedly caught doing, like, trying to make
trying to see if
insider
the
bets
UFC
on
fights were
thrown
fixed?
UFC fights.
Yeah. And the guy he
Yeah.
was asking about it
So,
posted screenshots of it, and then 2 seconds later was like, "No, actually, that was hacked. This is all bullshit. Sorry." It's like, oh,
AI.
interesting.
This is
Sounds
AI.
like that.
So yeah. So point 12, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran agree that an executive mechanism will be established to monitor the successful implementation of this MOU and the future compliance with the final deal. That's more of a clerical point. After signing this MOU and subject to the beginning of the implementation of paragraphs 1, 4, 5, 10, and 11 of this MOU, and the continuing implementation of these measures, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran will start negotiations regarding the final deal exclusively on the other paragraphs. This final deal will be endorsed by a binding UNSC resolution. So, and that's again, this is all mostly just clerical stuff.
Right.
It's basically saying like these are
like
this is the
do
context in
things.
which we will like address the points above, and that's the United Nations Security Council, just for anybody that doesn't know the acronym.
Yeah, I like at the bottom of this they have to be like, well, guess what, the CNN got this early, gal. Look at us, aren't we special boys? Earlier Wednesday, before the text was officially released, CNN published a copy obtained from a U.S. official. Well, good for you guys. Like,
well, la-dee-da.
You did some journalism. Congratulations, CNN. Good job, buddies.
Guys, I did a
journalism. You want a cookie? That's crazy. That's just funny. Just like they had to pat themselves on the back at the bottom of that.
The lady just spawned out of nowhere, man.
Oh my god!
Just say it like you're Nick Shirley, you know.
Like, what does that word mean? What was that? Fuck! I wish I remember what word it was. Oh damn!
Nick Shirley need to go get himself some leering. Let me tell you.
He needs to use that some of those stem cells that they're giving out now. Hear about that one?
Yeah, what are you talking about? There's too much
conservatives are down with stem cells now, and they think it cures autism.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So we're just, you know,
I am aware of the this sort of weird Christian conservative new bent that they're on about being pro biotech, which I think is wild,
crazy, and it's all like, you know, it's super expensive shit that like only super rich people could afford to begin with. It's like, all right, for this treatment that scientifically does nothing, we're gonna inject your like 18-month-old with some fucking like stem cells, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Like what?
All right, dude, we got 20 minutes left. Fucking leftovers. Let's make it happen.
Well, you know what?
This is what I'm saying, dude. I'm sorry I just ate through all fucking time.
That's you know what? I'll do a fucking bonus show and go over the rest of this shit or something like tomorrow, maybe. We'll see.
Good. You do it for the team.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You gotta do it for the team.
I'll get one of my homies from ARC to come over
for us.
Oh yeah, I'm slacking too. I was supposed to. I'm like, so I started working on that video about that fucking piece of shit from Vermont, but you know, more stuff has fucking happened, and I gotta like keep adding to it. I'm like, fuck, like no, throw that in there. Oh wait, no, switch the script around here, and I'm like, shit.
I relate,
like if you're watching
dude,
tonight, don't worry, it's coming.
To work on that. The Free State Project video. I got like 27 pages.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jeremy Kauffman goes to the goddamn Libertarian Convention, gets his ass kicked out, and gets the fucking the state party, you know, dissolved from the national organization. I gotta go fucking write a couple of paragraphs about this shit. Like, give me a break, dude. Like, you can't fucking keep up with you guys. But yeah, it's this. Whatever.
Here's some fun stuff. Let's check out the thing the libs are super pissed at. The fucking reflecting pool, bro. So the White House posted this article from Breitbart saying, "Thank you, President Trump. Reflecting pool in D.C. wows after Trump renovations." It's like, damn, dude, that it must look so good right now. Let's see how that looks right now. What's this? They're literally dumping hydrogen peroxide into the reflecting pool to try to get rid of the fucking green algae all over it because they fucked up the filtration systems. Paid $15 million to Donald Trump's personal pool guy company that works on all of his properties. That's crazy.
Yeah, what I love
just gallons of peroxide.
Them dumping like gallons and gallons and gallons of fucking like hydrogen peroxide into the pool to kill all the algae, and then it fucking makes the paint peel. That giant crazy paint job.
That huge thing they just did, yeah. No, this is gonna work. It's gonna clean up real good, no problem. Just boxes worth of like just
they
Amazon
literally wrecked the
fucking
paint job that they just spent 14 million.
No, everything's all good here. Let me tell you what. Listen, if you don't believe me,
No, it's the angry leftists that are coming and shitting in the reflecting pool to make the algae.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Listen, it's blue, and if you don't believe that it's blue, then just listen to this guy interview people on the streets. All right.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
This dude, this is insane. This reads like a fucking like Daily Show bit. But this is Jesse Waters fucking like reporter.
It's not even satire anymore.
Dude, honestly, like this reads like fucking like Jordan Klepper right now. It's insane. Like watch this shit. It's so crazy.
America's 250. Trump is cleaning the swamp. How's it looking?
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Best I've ever seen.
Gorgeous but hot.
You want me to fan you off?
Oh yeah.
That feel good?
It's much better.
You
much
like
better.
it?
I do. It's great.
I don't have my glasses on, but it's not looking too great without them.
What kind of glasses do you have?
Democrat glasses.
Can I try them on?
Democrat glasses. Jesus Christ. Look at behind them. Tell me that's fucking what it's supposed to look like.
He's wearing a blue suit. Dude.
Yeah. No, well, we're gonna get to that. Don't worry.
Fucking see.
Dude, he like makes fun of like the conservatives. Like they're like, "Oh, look, it's not blue, is it?" Like what? Like it's insane.
What's he doing? He's draining the swamp.
socialism
Meanwhile,
now.
stands in front of
He
swamp.
stands in front of said swamp.
All this, all the National Guard, everything. That place.
You don't want the National Guard here.
Where's all the crime at? Where's all the crime at?
Since Judge Janine got in, it's dropped like a rock.
Since Judge Janine got in, dude, Janine Pirro cleaning up DC, bro. She's out there like, fucking quit it with all the crime. Yeah.
Are they stupid? I mean, I don't get it.
That lady's cleaning up crime, dude.
I'm here at the newly renovated reflecting pool. It's painted American flag blue.
As you can clearly see.
What a crazy edit. Like that edit is like
painted.
It looks like it was
blue.
done by a fucking Zoomer that only has been like consuming, like literally has never seen a movie or a TV like news piece in their life. The only thing they've been consuming for the past fucking like 15 years of their life are like fucking like Ethan Klein super edits. You know what I like, or
dude,
like Asmongold or fucking Sneeko super edits of them just doing reactions. Like
literally, I've seen so many, like so many of these news media places are like doing stuff that is like fucking like millennial and like Zoomer coded. Like there's fucking journalists, like one of the videos we just watched is like that. It's like they'll like pretend like it's a fucking like a social media thing where they'll just be like, oh, I'm just on my phone holding this little lapel mic, and it's like they don't need to do that. They know how those work. They clip onto your thing so that they're not visible, and you can, like, you know what I mean? Like they're fucking doing things at these big companies to make it look like it's like not. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, why are you lowering your own production value to try to like appeal to fucking younger people? Like no one wants to see like an NBC reporter holding like a lav mic like this when they're holding their phone and doing their report. Like that's not like
it gives that like Steve Buscemi meme.
Like, hello,
like
fellow kids. Like, how do you do?
Yeah. It gives that energy so hard.
Yeah,
man.
Dude, it's
like,
the same thing with like Shapiro cuts. Like, have you seen like when he tries to do media takes? Like, they're do you know what they're doing? They're literally doing like nostalgia critic shit from like fucking 20 years ago.
What?
You know what I mean? Have you seen that? Do you know who that is?
I don't think I've seen this.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I mean, probably have, and I just didn't know what I was fucking consuming. But
this dude that does like movie reviews, but like in a stupid, funny way. Like, I don't know. You know, Angry Video Game Nerd? You know that guy?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he basically did for like movies what that guy did for games and stuff, and like when he got popular and stuff, like a lot of his videos will do like cut back and forth to like like references to other movies that like make a joke that has to do with what's in it. You know what I mean? And like that kind of editing style, like all of these places have just fucking stolen that, and they're just it's like. Dude, you're fucking 20 years out of date, and that was like it was funny for a while. It's not cool anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's really bad, dude. We don't need that in our lives at all.
And the Democrats are going to tell you, oh, there's green algae, it looks so bad, but there's pool guys cleaning it up right now. No other president
Problem
would
solved.
do
There's
that.
pool guys. There's pool guys. Problem solved. Look at this blue.
Pool guys.
Look at this blue nice paint job over here.
Is still cleaning it up. How's the reflecting pool looking?
I'll give you some letters. FDT. That's what I think.
Trying to think what those letters mean.
You're smart.
I know.
Great. Needs a little bit of tweaking.
Looks full of green slush or slug or something.
There's pool guys all over the place cleaning it up.
Yep.
Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
That's true, and I like to see them get it clean.
Magnificent. Makes me want to jump in it.
Go for it.
I wish.
You don't want to take your shirt off?
I could.
Go for it.
I probably shouldn't. It's a great shirt.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna get me one of those fucking Bud Light cardboard Walmart hats. It's just dope. I'm gonna come on here for 4th of July.
Take your shirt off?
Mag it out,
Probably
bro.
shouldn't. It's a great
Probably
shirt.
shouldn't.
Obama.
There it is. There's one of those edits
Get
again.
the job done.
Okay.
Trump's getting the job done.
Oh, I don't know if I can say that's true. You're talking to a diehard Democrat.
You're a Democrat?
I am.
Oh my God, I would have never guessed.
See, that's bullshit. They still say blue hair, but dude, so many fucking old like ladies that are like the people that started dyeing their hair like this are fucking Gen X. Okay, like it's at that point where people, you know what I mean? Like
they were like make sure to interview the woman with the blue hair.
Yeah,
make sure.
I'm just
to
saying she
interview the
could have
woman with the blue
easily
hair.
been a fucking super Republican. Like there are Republicans that look like this now. Like the way that people look is no longer like an indicator of like what culture they're into. You know what I mean?
Right wingers hate the blue hair until it's on a fucking anime girl.
Right, exactly. Like, oh my God, it's fucking what's her face? I don't even know. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Very much so. I'm also very anti-MAGA.
Really?
Yes.
Would you say that you have TDS?
No. I recently actually just heard about that term, and I was like, what is that?
Did your doctor tell you about it?
No,
Did your
my
doctor
boyfriend
tell
did.
you about it? Good one. How dare you use Frank, you fucking idiots. You think Shameless is a conservative show? Like,
I will say
he's the paragon of virtue.
This is just proving the fucking point
That's
that
so
Fox
stupid.
is entertainment and not news.
Honestly, 100%. It looks
I
like a
will
Daily
say
Show bit.
I'm entertained. Yeah, I'm entertained. This isn't news though.
No. Fucking craziness. I think we've had enough of that one.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to see what's going on in the G7? I pulled this up because I thought it would because people have the fucking memory of a gnat.
Times more expensive than they were in my
hold
administration.
on now. Easy there. Oh, there. I just this one point because I've been seeing people talk about it. So let's see here. Dude, I fuck these apps that don't have a play button. What is this? What is this? Threads, you piece of shit.
Fake word but made up by the Democrats. Here's where it's fake, because they made it up.
Fake word.
Now, the word affordability is a fake word but made up by the Democrats. Here's where it's fake, because they made it up. Because I inherited these prices. And when I had my first news conference, first day, they started screaming affordability, the Democrats. Affordability, they're screaming. I say, what's that all about? They gave it to me. They gave it to me. It's affordability. And they use that word to a fare thee well. Well, they were the ones that created the affordability crisis. I'm the one that got it down. Remember, highest insurance rates in history, highest rates for everything. Eggs, remember eggs? They were 4 times more expensive than they were in my administration. And I got it down, Peter, very quickly. Now.
Yeah, remember eggs? I remember eggs. Eggs were good back in the day. But anyway, yeah, that's just him saying affordability.
How, like, I feel like that clip is older though, right? Like,
nope. Nope. You know the reason you feel that clip is older?
The car prices for consumers are down before you.
December
Just
3rd?
about everything is down. You know, this whole thing is, they use the word affordability. It's a Democrat hoax. They're the ones that drove the prices up. And all they do is say, affordability, and you're supposed to say, oh, that means they had low prices. No, we inherited.
Because he said the same exact shit fucking 6 months ago. The same exact shit. and people are treating this as like a news story now.
I feel like I've heard that, like, affordability.
It's all fake.
How many times has he fucking said that? He's like a fucking...
So many fucking times.
He's like a broken toy that just, like, keeps playing the same fucking sound effects over and over again. That's embarrassing.
It's insane.
It's
People are like, oh my God, he said affordability is not a real thing. It's like, yeah, like many times. Like, why are we deciding, like, this is now a news story? Oh, they got another.
That's a terrible saving.
We got one another G7 clip where he admits that he is, like, you know, running the stock markets to enrich himself, but that's nothing new either.
One thing I didn't want to see is
the accusations of Trump derangement syndrome. It's like, brother, like
this motherfucker's deranged. What are you talking about?
Well, no, but I mean, like, yes, obviously, but it's just like, I'm like, man, do I don't care. Like, do I seem deranged? Like, that I just, like, I'm like,
you're obsessed with affordability.
I'm not I'm fucking annoyed. Like, I'm certainly irritated as hell.
Yeah.
Like, I don't let it take up that much time in my day. I don't, like, sit there and think about it. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Like, from my perspective, I'm like, wouldn't Trump derangement syndrome actually be, like, more applicable to, like, the supporters of Trump? Like, you became deranged because you are so obsessed with this guy, right? Like, isn't it like the inverse?
Yeah,
aren't like based off of my understanding of what, like if you were to say, like, derangement syndrome related to anything with the precursor to it, like, my immediate understanding is that, like, that thing made you deranged. And when I think about, like, oh, well, you're suddenly, like, defending pedophiles or you're defending mass murderers, I'm like, well, that's what derangement is.
Like,
you know what I
that's
mean?
pretty
Like,
fucking deranged.
There's not that many people, and that, I mean, granted, there are some, but there's not that many people. Like, you probably count them on, like, 2 hands at most. Like, probably less than that. You probably count one hand. The amount of not MAGA supporters that literally tried to kill Trump.
Yeah.
So, like, unless it's making you violent, like, you're not really, like, deranged. You know what I mean? Like, you're not, like, foaming at the mouth or anything.
It's the people that
I've definitely seen some people losing their fucking minds at a Trump rally over their support and love for the guy.
Yeah, are the ones that are, like, fucking losing it.
I would imagine that the deranged ones are the ones that, like, that like him, not the ones that don't. You know what I mean? Like, Kid Rock does seem fairly deranged to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I know?
Oh, shout out to Heath Howard. I don't know if he's in here still, but, you know, back when we were talking about the stem cell stuff, he said MTG getting stem cell treatment. Trying to fix that fucking, what the hell did Crockett say? That, like, bleach blonde, butch built bitch, whatever the fuck, like, body, like, that was wild. That was the best fucking thing I've heard come out of politics in a while. I don't know.
I wish that Jasmine Crockett's politics were better.
Right.
Because
No, yeah, she
is like
sucks.
very talented at like
if you
just
could bring the good
dishing
policies
fucking,
along with
like
that.
Yeah, that woman spits fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
don't
she'll
get me
say stuff
wrong.
for
It's
sure.
just that her politics are trash.
Yeah.
You know, this is like her positions are fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
But she knows how to say a good quip. I just wish she was I wish she had better politics.
Yeah. Let's see. What time we got? What is it? 9? Damn.
It's 9.
You want to do one
We
more?
can do like I got like we can probably do one more. Like I got like 10 minutes I can spend on it.
Let's see. 10 minutes.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm like burned the fuck out. This has been an
guess.
insane week.
I got something. We might have to censor this though. I don't know. Trump moves to deeply censor the entire internet. Taken together, these bills would fundamentally change the internet as we know it. And you know, it's kind of funny they talking about censorship, but then they show this fucking picture. Like, dude.
Okay.
Dude, put the nussy away, bro. That's
Yeah,
fucked.
I don't need to see that, dude. That's can we
Like,
get like
they
a
went with
fucking
this
censor
image?
bar over that? Can somebody blur that out? That's not
Please.
safe for work or
This
life.
is officially, yeah, we're gonna get flagged by YouTube for this, dude. They're like, you
Yeah,
can't show that
yeah,
on screen.
definitely.
Put the nunt away, bro.
That is not allowed.
That's fucked up, dude.
That is not appropriate.
Maha furious. Damn. Oh, that's
So,
interesting.
what's
But let me back to the story.
Yeah.
The White House and Congress are working on a deal to clamp down on what U.S. citizens are allowed to say online, according to new reporting by Axios. The Trump admin is negotiating with key senators in an effort to shoehorn a massive legislation package which would limit states' abilities to regulate AI in exchange for placing broad federal limits on digital speech. Wait, what? How? What kind of exchange is that? It's like we'll do something bad in exchange
That's
for something bad.
unconstitutional.
Like what? Yeah, that's insane. Plenty of ink has been spilled.
Remember when we had a specific carve out right at the top of the document that says freedom of speech?
Yeah, what's that? Unless it's, you know, things we don't like, and then not so much.
Freedom of speech, assembly, religion, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, unless it's an unlawful
it's in
assembly,
a founding
you
document
know.
of the country.
No unlawful assemblies, though, when we decide what's lawful and what's not. So there's that too, you know.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know if that free speech doesn't seem like speech I like. I don't think that speech itself is free. That'll cost you. Plenty of ink has been spilled about the Trump admin's push to revoke AI regulation from individual states, though the White House and its allies frame this as a matter of safety and national security. So yeah, we don't want China to get better AI than us, so you better let us build in your states. Same fucking kind of thing. Like they're doing both AI and they're trying to do it like the same as the way they're doing immigration. Like, oh, this is a national security matter. These are all dangerous people. Like, oh, this AI center needs to go here. This is dangerous. Well, we can't let China get better AI videos than us. Like, I don't know, like, what the fuck their logic is with that. But I think it's just a bunch of bullshit to make these, you know, Elon Musk and Peter Thiel and all these fucking people more money. I think that's just basically it.
Generally speaking, I usually feel like you know, I think like Taylor Lorenz has a lot of really good reporting. She covers this kind of stuff really well. I really want to be clear when I say that, like, I am not a fucking expert on like the online like the aspects of freedom of speech and how to appropriately regulate this. Like
this one is
there's a lot of issues that I have an easy time wrapping my brain around. This one is a little bit harder for me to do.
Yeah, so
And
this is
so,
this
you
is
know,
the
like
problem on the
I
censorship
know that I
bills.
have I can't I would have to sort of go back over it, but I definitely like there are some serious gripes that I have with KOSA, the Kids Online Safety Act.
Yeah. The
You know, like
federal age
just because of
verification is insane for websites.
yeah, it gets very, it gets very sticky when you try to figure out how to safely regulate internet usage. And it's really hard for me personally because it's like I I remember the early days of the internet and I
Yeah.
remember what it was like to be using a completely unregulated internet, like a totally free and open internet. Like I remember that time.
Yeah. Back
And
in the day, you just type
it
in
was
something and hope it's a website. It's just like
yeah, it was kind of fucking lit, honestly.
yeah.
It was there's a lot about that I miss. And I don't want to come off sounding like an old head too much about it, but I miss that version of the internet. I understand why there's concerns about safety. But a lot of times I think that really comes down to like and I don't
like
want to sound like a motherfucking libertarian when I say this shit, but it's like that's on like parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's on
and
parents to be regulating that shit.
There's one of the big problems is that a lot of people who are Democrat or like left leaning or whatever will get behind these kind of things because they don't understand like them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right. They're like,
it
"Oh yeah,
sounds
protect kids.
protecting
That's good."
kids online. Yeah, that sounds great, but it's like, well, what exactly does that do? That makes it so that every adult has to give out their ID. Now, how does that protect kids? Like that's just gathering more information and giving it out to various like sources. Like that's insane.
Yeah, like you protect kids in one way by endangering them in another. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and
And
if they wanted to
that's
protect
the
kids,
really tricky part.
they would regulate fucking like these companies that like the algorithms that they're allowed to use to like push things on to underage users. Like this doesn't do
Yeah.
any of that. This has nothing to do with like the companies themselves. Like they don't have to change a single fucking thing about what they're doing. So the language around these three measures suggests common sense cyber regulation. Activists say they really amount to a massive censorship regime that is fundamentally anti-democratic. And yeah, this is a lot of what Taylor Lorenz has been talking about, actually. She's been like fucking shouting about this, like, hey, this is fucking insane. Hey, don't do this. Like, let me tell you the reasons why.
Right.
Like, there's a lot.
And they fucked up the acronym there. Kids Online Safety Act, KORA. No, KOSA.
Oh, what the fuck?
Scroll back up. I think maybe it was no down. Sorry, I'm cooked. Yeah, right there. Kids Online Safety Act,
KORA.
parentheses KORA.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? Futurism.com?
It's KOSA. They need to
That's
to
messed
fucking
up.
read their shit.
Bro, you're a fucking you're a real magazine. Get out of here. What is this? Come on.
Yeah.
It's an actual publication. Yeah. In a blistering statement, the First Amendment Group Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, FIRE, I like that. It's nice, warns that taken together, these bills would fundamentally change the internet as we know it. That's especially striking because FIRE is funded by conservative private interests like billionaire Charles Koch, meaning its opposition highlights the degree to which Trump is butting heads against fellow members of the U.S. ruling class. Like, yeah, fucking no one wants this. Like, in actuality, like, nobody wants, like, the implications of what it would bring, and, like, certainly not the companies which, like, people would turn away from using these major websites because they don't want to have to fucking put in their ID.
Right.
Yeah, and I think generally the Kids Online Safety Act, for example, would force social media giants to restrict lawful speech on Federal Trade Commission regulations. Fire complains this would give the federal government too much power to hold platforms
Wow.
like Meta accountable for their harms, which would argue is long overdue. But
That is not holding Meta
given the
accountable, though.
no, it's not. And given just a few corporations own vast majority of web infrastructure and social media, COSA would, I don't know why they're calling it Cora. It's COSA. COSA would give the Trump controlled FT. Sorry, the fucking misspelling is messing up my ability to read this. COSA would give the Trump controlled FTC major power to bend the internet to its will. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, and
that's
I think that there's a general like problem with the way that COSA is written. As at least this is my best understanding of it, right? Is that there's a general problem with the way COSA is written, that it's very general and the terms in it are not very clearly defined.
Yeah, on
So like
purpose,
one
I'm
of the
sure.
problems that you would encounter with it is that like you could say be trying to make a video that is like trying to help people understand the problem of bullying, right? But because you say the word bullying,
Yeah, you're
the
flagged.
content gets restricted. So
Right.
you can like you could be doing something that's actively trying to combat the thing that they legitimately are trying to combat, and your content could be taken down
Yeah.
simply because you bring the topic up at
Dude,
all.
it's
So
the
it's like
same with the like words like
it's like
rape and
trying to use a
suicide. It's
fucking
fucked up.
machete instead of a scalpel. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's just like you can't do fucking pancreatic surgery with a broadsword, dude. Like you need a little knife.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fun stuff. So hopefully that doesn't get passed and people get more educated about like what these things are actually meaning.
Yeah. I like, and
But
I
I'm
mean,
glad
I
other
say this
publications are
just as much
finally
to
covering it.
anybody else as I say this just as much to anybody else as I say it to myself, which is like, dude, go do the research. You know what I mean? Like I get overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I have to pay attention to, just in
Yeah.
terms of like, because I'm doing very, very like hyper specific like state level content on my channel, and there's like a fucking 1,000 bills that go through the New Hampshire State House a year. Do you know how
Yeah.
much shit you have to pay attention to? Never mind all the fucking insane stuff people say, and then there's fucking
All the
races
yeah.
because we have elections every 2 fucking years because we're idiots.
There's so
And
many like
like,
nonsense bills that don't have a chance of passing that they just fucking bring like
right.
so many things like.
But it's like it's fucking overwhelming. It's fucking overwhelming to consume all that stuff, and like I can't keep my eye on every single ball in the air, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like
I
you gotta
really can't.
you gotta read it, you gotta watch it, you gotta like and actually digest that, and you gotta fucking think about it, and you gotta
Right.
fucking
You
like
can't just
it's
read
not
one
just
source
like
either. You got to read multiples.
right.
Like, it's madness. So,
sure.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know everything about everything. And
You
when
son
it
of a
comes to
bitch.
the online safety regulations, like that is not my forte. It's not my area of
Yeah.
expertise, and I have to rely on people who spend a lot more time
I would definitely
mired in that
recommend
stuff than I do.
anyone who hasn't like go check out Taylor Renz's videos on this, which is like pretty knowledgeable about it.
Yeah.
Brings up a
Yeah.
lot of really good
Taylor
points.
Lorenz she's the one to go to, in my opinion. It's anytime I've watched one of her videos or listened to any of her reporting, generally speaking, I'm like, yeah, this all makes sense to me.
Right.
This actually like I can follow this logic. This is reasonable.
Mhm.
I've heard her
She always brings
get into
receipts.
disagreements with other people. I've heard her react to other people saying things that she disagrees with, and like something that I might hear and like ostensibly agree with it on its face, but then when I hear her critique of it, I'm like, oh yeah, she just brought up like 2 or 3 things that I didn't think of when I
Right.
initially thought about this discussion. You know what I mean? Like I remember watching a video where because ContraPoints went on Doom Scroll with Josh Citarella, and they were having a conversation. Taylor was watching that video and reacting to the segment where they were talking about online regulation, and it was like ContraPoints and Josh Citarella sound really authoritative in that interview, like when they're talking about that, and they're saying a lot of things that, like, even though I fucking can't stand Natalie Wynn these days. It seems very reasonable on its face if you're not like, if you don't know the ins and outs of the conversation, and
Yeah.
to hear Taylor react to it, I was like, okay, that like this was the commentary that I kind of needed to hear after having listened to the majority of that doom scroll episode. That was like, this is a good companion piece,
Right.
to
Like a
to help
counter
clarify
to
some of the points
right.
that are being raised here by somebody who literally reports on this for a living. So
Yeah, for sure.
hell yeah.
So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, just a reminder,
Good stuff.
everyone do research, but you know, don't just like go out looking for like what you want to hear. Like that's not what research is. Like don't type in
No.
to Google like, is this like in a way that it will answer like, well, according to some sources, yes. Like, you know, just look at all the sources. Just
Right.
you don't need ground news. It's all out there. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need shit
Exactly.
like
I do
that to
not
tell
use ground
you
news.
what
I don't use
what is right wing and what is left wing. Like you don't have to do that
Right. Yeah.
actually.
You can, if you're not
Just
able
go to
to
Fox
discern
News,
the
go to
political
you
slant
know.
of something when you're reading it, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
you can figure that out honestly by just seeing who owns the outlet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Or you can just start like read a headline from a place and you can probably figure out
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
which way they're leaning.
Use your noggin.
Yeah. We need more of that. I think
dude.
is the same. That is like, you know, the basis of this here show, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's the general
Good idea.
attitude to try to push out for all you guys, is to please use your fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yep.
a nice note to close it out on.
Hell yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and everybody that's gonna be doing that later. You guys are cool too, I suppose.
Yeah. Catch Kyle on the rest of his dive on the news. I'm sorry that
Yeah.
I can't I'm sorry that my time is so limited, man. I'm
Right.
not
I'm just gonna start doing
I don't-
episodes without you. I'm gonna do them
Yeah,
all
I know,
fucking week.
man.
That's what I'm gonna
fucking
gotta get these numbers
it's
up.
okay.
Those are rookie numbers.
It's true. It's true. I totally understand. No, I've been kind of like, I got recording. I recorded one interview today. I got another one tomorrow. Everybody can look forward to those dropping over the course of the week. I'm not going to tell y'all who they are because I want you to be surprised and I want you to enjoy it.
No spoilers.
I will say the one that I recorded today gets a little bit juicy about a couple things. So,
Ooh.
you know, people are probably going to react to it, and then
Yes. I look forward to
without
seeing
going
all
too
the
deep into it,
the angry mob.
I do I do have a response video to the previous published piece that I did about Christian Arusha. I have more details on that. So it's stuff that I just couldn't necessarily get to in the first video, just because it was like I wanted to focus on that particular case and that those very specific things around it. But there's other details that are associated with it, and hopefully we're gonna have some good context from the people that I'm talking about specifically in the video, because you know, I don't like to assume the label of journalist. When I did that piece, I thought I was doing commentary. Apparently, to some people, it comes across more like it's breaking news. And if that's the case, then it's important to get the comment from the people involved in the piece. So follow up will include that.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Breaking, you know,
things to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
You know, this is
That's what we're doing.
fucking
We're
hate
breaking
being
news
called
here.
a journalist, dog. I'm just, dude, I'm like a fucking content creator, and I do political analysis, but every once in a while it fucking the line gets blurry in the middle. So maybe I have to start.
I mean, you do good stuff, and like
becoming more
the
comfortable with
documentary
the term.
Documentary style
Yeah.
stuff that you do right there is pretty journalism-y, I'd say.
Yeah, I know, and I think maybe I'm being too resistant to the term. But
yeah, I mean, you could
but I
always
think
say
I
citizen journalist because that's
yeah.
if you got a camera
you're not
phone
wrong.
and you go out and you record fucking ICE beating people up, you're being a citizen journalist. So like
There's a lot of fucking morons that'll call themselves journalists that aren't.
I
So,
know
mean,
that's why I've
it's-
resisted it so hard as well. I'm just like, no, I'm
that's
just,
usually my reaction. Is I'm like, I don't want to get lumped in with these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But it's,
you don't want to be
know,
like a First Amendment auditor. Like you don't want to be one of those guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
No,
I mean?
what I want to do is fucking prove my worth. I want to earn
Right.
the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't, maybe other people feel that I have at this point. I don't feel like I have yet. So when I feel like I've lived up to the name, then I'll gladly accept the title. But
Yep.
But I feel like I still got a little bit of ground to prove on that one. So we'll get there.
Yes, indeed. All right. With all that said,
All right, fam.
see you guys later. Catch us next
We
week.
love you. We'll catch you later.
Peace.